Alright guys, BLM here, back another live stream, hopefully. I don't see it on my end yet, so that's a good sign, but either way, I guess I'm playing Tales of Kenzera. I guess that's what I'm doing. I debated it quite a bit before starting stream. Yeah, we got some 50 news, some interesting 50 news. The main thing being what's in the title. But, I mean, should I just start this? Okay, it's all English. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, we got, one confirmation on who might be on. Then we got a lot of no's also since last stream. Mind you, no one surprising. Like, it's like, yeah, not surprising. Surprising a certain person didn't get called. But... I mean, Carolyn's on 50 at this point. Where Redmond... Okay, why is there no music? That bothers me. Cool. Yeah, obviously you need agreement for this game. Yeah, I was watching Dondi. It's okay. I thought the, first couple episodes were really good. I think, actually, this last episode... Well, I don't know. This last episode was just too predictable from my point of view. It's like... I don't know. A lot of people were shocked that, Storm went home. But, to me, it was so obvious that was going to be... Hey, whatever. Yeah, Carolyn's on 50. Yeah, Carolyn got called, supposedly. Supposedly, right... So, Redmond said that he's heard that Carolyn's now been called, and it was before the Traitors premiered. So, it's not like a thing of, they're seeing how great she is on the Traitors and decided to call her. They must have actually changed their mind at some point between then, because again, there was 100% a point where she didn't get called, while other people did get called, and that's why she made that video on Instagram, because she was like suspicious of why am I not getting called. But supposedly she got called at some point between then and now. So yeah, Carolyn's probably on. Again, if they're calling her, she has to be on, right? There's no way that they're gonna call her and then not put her on. Not Carolyn, Weiger, obviously. But there's that. I mean, in terms of the, things we got confirmed, people that aren't on. I mean, Andrew Savage confirmed he's not on. That's something. I was going to put that in the stream title, actually. I was going to be I can't believe Andrew Savage is on Survivor 50. Yeah, so, that's kind of a nothing one. Redmond still confirmed that Carson's not in the running. So that's something. And also we got confirmation that Parvati didn't even get called, which is kind of insane. Because if they called Rob, why didn't they call Parvati? What, did they call Rob and he said no? And it's okay, yeah, there's no point in getting Parvati at this point, I guess. I find that pretty strange, but whatever. And that comes from Parvati herself. That's not a Redmond thing. That's Parvati herself has said that she didn't get called for 50. Yeah, it might be A versus the World related. Maybe they are bitter over A versus the World, but not Traitors. But I don't know. Can I bring up 50 is a major win? I don't know. It's fine. I've said this before. My thing with Carolyn is that I don't necessarily need to see her on Survivor again. I feel like Survivor's going to go the exact same. She is a great character, though. And, that's something to, and at least that will be fun. She'll be a fun presence on the show. I don't know how much different is going to happen, though. I think it's going to be the exact same thing. If not, actually, she's going to go out earlier because she's actually going to be, somewhat respected on the offset. They should win 50. I don't think they're allowing her to get to the end of 50. Especially if she does really well in Traitors here. I think definitely no way. Okay. We're starting the game. Yeah, I didn't listen to the Will interview yet. Oh, did he say he wasn't called? That's it. Well, I mean, but then again, he would say that though, wouldn't he? if he was called, but I don't know. Because I think with Parvati, it's a lot more believable because it's she's always said that she doesn't want to do it. And also I feel with her, it's she's better off if she could, or if she really wanted to, she could have lied and said, "Oh, I was called, but I didn't want to do it." But with Rob, I feel like it's a spot where I think he could be trolling. But again, I would not be that shocked if he's not in the running though at this point. Jordan Wisely confirmed not MAGA? That's mind blowing. This opens the door for Dom. Kind of. I mean, like, I think Dom's around the same. I don't think this really changed anything for Dom. I think the problem for Dom is that Dom's just outright not a top priority anymore. Like, even taking Challenge USA out of it, I even then think he's, like, barely making it on if he is. CT confirmed MAGA? I thought CT didn't, who said it? Was it Ashley? Someone said on Twitter that, like, CT's, like, one of the only alumni that's not MAGA. Will really is an insane personality. Yeah, again, I haven't listened to RGP podcast, but I have listened to the Shannon Tharp podcast they did a while back, and he is pretty insane. Yeah. I mean, I still haven't seen the proof that CT is MAGA, but also if he is, like, whatever. Kira still didn't get moved from expected. I mean, I don't think, yeah, I think Kira's probably just on, right? Or at least, like, very likely be on. Oh, also Rivals. Yeah, I genuinely forgot that happened. It was fine. I mean, like, I don't know. Not much happened in the premiere. It's just all set up. Oh, yeah. I feel like it should be a good season. I feel like everything we've heard sounds like it's really good. But yeah, the premiere itself was just kind of whatever. Yeah, actually, that did overtake the Traitors. Traitors was insane. Like, how the fuck did, like, that was another potential stream title, is, he can't keep getting away with this. He's like, I'm genuinely shocked Boss Rob survived that. Like, how the fuck did Rob survive? And to be fair, he's probably still fucked. Like, he's probably next out. But to be fair, I've been saying that for the last, like, 3 episodes. But yeah, I can't believe Rob survived. Even, like, mid-round table, I thought Rob was going home. Like, I actually got tricked for most of it. That, like, I did think Rob was going home. So it's like, yeah, can't believe it. Again, there's no way they're allowing Boss Rob to win the season, right?
I miss him so much.
That would be pretty insane. Oh, yeah, and the turret was incredible, too, yeah. I mean, like, really just everything about the traitor dynamic on this season is very insane. Shock West is apparently liberal. I feel like I would have guessed that. I would have guessed, like, centrist for Wes. Like, I definitely would have said, like, not MAGA, at least. If Brittany got content, yeah. Which was cool. Because obviously, yeah, like, I think it's a probably good sign that she might get, like, recruited.
Maybe if you go to
that she's having this, like, slight uptick in content. Either that, or maybe she's, like, no, maybe it's just because she does, like, make it deep in either way. I think that was one of the worst traitors of all time. I think she's very, like, she's actively bad, right? It's like, I think she's, like, I think there's, like, different levels of bad from a traitor perspective. Like, she's someone that is, like, good enough to have people trust her. Like, the fact that she's still there is indicative of that. And the fact that you see people like Dolores and, like, you see people, like, defending Danielle, like Dylan defends Danielle. So, like, there's at least something there. But I think when we're talking about strategically, she is probably one of the worst, like, strategists, like, in terms of the traitors. Derek is a dirty scumbag liar, is he? I think Derek is fucked, right? Like, there's no way Derek's not getting murdered, right? If not now, then, like before the end of this point. I think him missing the shot here is pretty bad. The Amanda from Traitors UK 1, she's fine. She's okay. I like her more than Diane, who got, like, the similar amount of, like, fanfare from season 2. So at least there's that. Oh, Tom Sandoval's, yeah, it's a fun character too. I feel like the Faithfuls are intentionally keeping the traitors in the game. I think Brittany might, I don't know, I don't think Brittany is with Rob. I think Brittany is with Danielle. I don't know how many other people are, though. I think very clearly this cast does not seem to know the meta. To where I would not expect it for many of them. Disappointed Bob H and Wes got eliminated? Kind of. I mean, like, I actually, like, I thought Bob H was fine. Like, I thought he was, like, kind of decent. Wes, I think this was a fun way for Wes to go out. Ideally, he would have stayed longer, but it was a fun ride. Better Faithful win? Probably. I think right now, I think Dylan, I don't know, I think my top contenders to win would be Dylan and Gabby. Probably Gabby won, genuinely. Because I think Dylan's also like in a spot where like he should probably get murdered along the way. Like, I didn't realize there would be this much like story at the very beginning.
I don't know. But maybe it is
Sam has one confessional, 6 episodes. Yeah, it was in the premiere, right? Self-set for Derek? What was this? I assume this is Chavez. Ending relationship with people who voted for after being called a slur at the bar. Yeah, that's bad. From Will interview, it's obvious that he's more tapped in and put on, like you referenced Rob's. Yeah, I mean, I think it's always been a spot where like Will's always like pretended like he's not following the show, and he clearly is. Did Gabby Dylan win 3 episodes ago? I mean, I'm not necessarily saying they're winning together, but I'm saying those are like the 2 most likely people to win. And yeah, I do think it's Gabby 1 at this point. Then Dylan 2. Then probably a Carolyn Traitor win 3. I think would be my like top 3 contenders, I think. Then maybe Brittany at 4, I think. Didn't stop being relevant at the bottom. Yeah, that's fair.
Is one of healing.
Well, yeah, I did feel like the edit was like very much like pushing him as the one to like get rid of Bob the Drag Queen, and once Bob the Drag Queen's gone, he's like kind of back on the radar. Think Carolyn and Rob will work together to get rid of Danielle? Probably not. Or maybe they will, but I don't think they'll succeed. I think Rob's probably gone. I don't. Again, if Boss Rob gets out of this next round, what the fuck are we doing? Like, that would be genuinely insane. Especially if he murders Derek, too. Like, it is funny because, like, actually him murdering Derek gives him the argument of, like, saying, oh my god, they're trying to frame me. Yeah, like, the fact that, yeah, like, the thing is, like, it should be very obvious that Rob is a traitor when he's not getting murdered. And to be fair to Rob, I think he is, like, bringing up, like, pretty good arguments. Like, because, like, obviously he's someone that is aware of how he would be perceived, and through that is able to, like, counteract that. And I think he's doing a very good job at, like, pointing out that, yeah, oh, the traitors must be, like, they're trying to, like, frame me and everything. It's like, I think he is doing a very effective job at that. Brittany, I think, doesn't know Rob is a traitor, but that could, like, I could be wrong on that. But Brittany, like, for sure knows Danielle is a traitor.
It is told that there are 3 great
like, I see Brittany very much in, like, the Sandra position of this season. Which I think especially now that we're seeing people, like, having sus on Brittany, like, I feel like it probably is not a winning season for Brittany. But, I don't know. I also, like, Brittany's probably the most likely person to be recruited, right? Like, considering, like, Carolyn has a kid. Well, actually, then again, would you recruit her then? If you have, because, like, you would want a faithful, I don't know, would you recruit her? Like, if you're Carolyn, would you actually recruit Brittany at this point? If Brittany is supposedly, like, somebody that's, like, backing you? I guess you wouldn't want to recruit her. You would want to recruit, like, a random other person. And then have, like, Brittany as the faithful that, like, supports you.
And tell me, Kijana, what wealth is...
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that is the thing that Brittany said in her thing, right? Is that she also knew that Carolyn was a traitor at the moment that she threw Danielle out.
My Baba.
Which, yeah, we'll see how that turns out.
A sickness plagued him. You have taken his soul, and I
any thoughts? Yeah, so I've listened to the 4 RHB podcasts that have come out so far. I'm trying to remember who exactly. So Bianca, I'm kind of like up and down on Bianca. Like, I thought she was kind of boring in her initial video. Like, she's kind of insane in her interview. And I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So I'm like kind of, like, I think I end up around the same on Bianca. Like, she's kind of just like a middling to me. But, you think she's Gem? I don't think she's Gem necessarily. I don't know who I think she is, though. Makes them, yeah, I think Maddie was like the first one to come to mind, but I didn't think she was like that, like, all in as Maddie, though. But yeah, I do think there's definitely some red flags with Bianca at this point. Who was after that? Eva, I really liked Eva. Like, I thought her interview was really, really good. I don't think it necessarily translates that much into, like, how I think she's necessarily going to do in the game. Because I think it kind of supports, like, my, like, already suspicions about Eva. But I did really like her, though. So, I mean, at least there's that. But yeah, I think like even like she, as long as she's not like outcast right away for like being too young, which I don't think that's very likely anyway, considering especially she seems to be someone that's going to do very good well in challenges. I would expect her to like have a pretty deep run, right? Like I'd be pretty surprised to see Eva be voted out early. But again, I don't know if she has like the killer instinct to win. Then Joe's interview was so all over the place. Like Joe was also like, not what I expected at all. Like I thought Joe would be like very, like normal, but Joe is like kind of unhinged. Like he just feels like, I don't know. He just feels so like on. I don't know, like kind of hammy. I don't know. It was not what I was expecting from Joe. I think I'm probably lower on Joe after the interview. Where like to fair, I think he could still do well. Like I think it like kind of reminds me of like Tom Westman to a degree, in the fact that like you could tell he's like a very I don't know. Like I think most people will buy his shit. I won't buy his shit, but most people would. But that's the sense I get from Joe. And then Xiaoheen. I thought Xiaoheen's interview was great. I love Xiaoheen. I'm happy I picked him. Yeah, he feels very con artist-y to a degree. Like just like how much he was like talking about like how what's it? Mike's like questions are like he's Oprah and like stuff like comparing him to like all these like big interviewers. Like what the fuck are we doing? But yeah, Xiaoheen was great. I love Xiaoheen. I think there's definitely red flags in terms of how well he will do. I think he's like such a big presence that I don't know if he's gonna win, but I'm fine with picking him. He's gonna be fun on the show. I feel like he's gonna play hard. But also like again, he is like very. I think he is very self-aware though. But obviously, I think he's self-aware of his like faults though, and I think those are probably genuine faults. So I'm like, yeah. But again, he should be fun though. You're from New Jersey. I know a ton of Bianca. Yeah, I feel like I've seen Bianca style people. I don't know. I'm trying to like remember in my head like who am I thinking of when I'm thinking of Bianca, but like I can't remember. Like it's a reality TV person.
You look at these statues with
but yeah, it's like because I was thinking like Amazing Race. What were their names? Maria and Meredith, right? Is that their names? I think she kind of reminds me a bit of them, but like obviously actually a fan of Survivor, I guess in this spot. Joe's the Kim Kardashian version of Zach BB Can 11. What? Like, what is that comparison? Rob thinks he's a genius by getting rid of all the people. I think Rob's in the spot where like he's like, fuck it, who cares? Like, I'm just gonna get rid of these people to saucing me, and then like I'm gonna try to paint it as it's them trying to frame me. I mean, I just watched it like not that long ago. That's the only reason I do remember them. My winner pick is Thomas. I mean, yeah, I think Thomas is a very good pick. Like genuinely, my pick would have been Thomas, Kevin, or who's the other one? Kyle. I think those would have been my genuine top three, but Xiaoheen's more fun. Carolyn and Danielle carrying the season, yeah. I think Rob also. I think all three.
Now you look at them and are reminded of the reality.
Oh, actually, that's a good comparison. Bianca and Ellie. I think Bianca seems a little bit more like scatterbrained than Ellie did in the preseason, but I could definitely see that comparison. Yeah, it looks like Carolyn's on 50. Or at least Carolyn got called. Redmond has not confirmed that Carolyn got called at some point before the Traitors premiered. Which, I mean, again, if they're calling her, she's on, right? Like, I would be mind blown if they call her and she's not on.
No.
We're all get paid enough. He's just there to make good TV at this point. Yeah, pretty much. Mary Zhang is winning. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't feel that great about Mary. Okay, why is the character so small? Okay, never mind. But I was so close to streaming Return to Grace, or whatever the fuck that game's called. Because it got announced today that's leaving Game Pass in like a couple weeks. So I considered streaming that, but I think I might still play it, but I think I'll play it on my own because it's a narrative-focused game, and it's probably not great to play on stream. Showing that, yeah, he talked about 46. Talked about how he was kind of like playing it up a bit for 46. Which again, how much do you believe that? But like he was like intentionally trying to like make a big impression. And then like, okay, what the fuck is it? Oh, the waterfall looks so shit. Is David is the David guy the first new era recruit? No, he's not. There's been a few, not many, but I think there's been a couple. Depends on what you consider a recruit for, like, some of them. But, like, Jess 100% is a recruit, though, from 46. Oh, perfect. I actually don't remember about Cody. Actually, where's the spreadsheet? I know, like, Lydia is listed as a recruit, even though I would debate if that's really a recruit. Because, like, Lydia is a person that, like, met Jeff Probst at a party, and then she begged Jeff Probst to get on. Which is, like, and they consider that a recruit. Where, like, I don't feel like that's a recruit. A recruit would be, like, Jeff Probst goes to Lydia and says, hey, you should be on. Well, like, that's not what happened. It's the complete opposite. So, like, I wouldn't say Lydia is a recruit, but, like, the spreadsheet that, like, details all this lists Lydia as a recruit. Let's see, I'm trying to see the new era. So they never updated for 47. Jess is a recruit. Noelle is a recruit. I forgot what Noelle is a recruit. Cody applied. Then yeah, Lydia's listed as a recruit. That might be it. Okay, I thought there were a couple more. Well, Sydney applied for Amazing Race. So, like, kind of recruit. And yeah, everyone else that they have information about applied, though there's some people that they don't know about. Like J Maya, I don't know. Beast Games is solid this week. Yeah, I think Beast Games has gotten better. I still think the fundamental issue is the fact that we just didn't get it earlier. And because that's like when these things are happening now, it's like I actually don't fucking care. Like the fact that we got the family visit, like I found it so funny. I literally laughed when we got a family visit. It's like, how am I supposed to care about these people? Like, who the fuck are these people that are getting their family visits? Okay, cool. There we go. Finally got chat up on my phone. We don't 100% know if Q got called, but I would be mind blown if Q didn't get called. Wait, what is this? Circle the dash through enemies and projectiles. Oh, you can aim. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Wait, what? Oh, you could shoot things. Cool. Still 99% sure Jeff is winning. I could not give a shit about figuring out who's winning Beast Games. What was it? Carolyn got called. Carson's still not on. Savage confirmed himself that he did not get called, which not shocking. And Parvati confirmed herself that she also did not get called. Yeah, Brad Reese did not get called for 50. I don't need Redmond to tell me that Brad Reese did not get called for 50. Look, you want just all new arrow? I don't, and I'm happy we're not getting that. I would want, like, I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to a new era, like, only season, but, like, I would not want that to be 50. How am I not dead? Like, I'm not even paying attention, like, half the time playing this. mean, stars are fine. I don't know. I don't really have that in-depth of opinions on the stars twist. Yeah, but that's also spoilery, isn't it? Like, not spoilery, like, for us, because obviously we know the cast, but, like, it's funny that, like, Lisa's not confirmed to be on the cast yet. But yeah, like, part of it is just openly talking about Lisa Stanger in an interview. I'm not even paid there. What am I meant to do? Oh, I'm supposed to do heavy attacks. Fuck me. Cool. So is it gonna be talking about the airs? No. You think they're actually gonna care enough to put together a cast from every era? Watch me be wrong and they do. I think that'll be so funny. Stars like Stars on Mars are great. Yeah, obviously. Exactly. Everyone's favorite show, Stars on Mars. That actually, there was supposed to be Stars on Mars UK. Did that ever happen? Oh, what is this? I want a lot of big names we haven't seen in a while in the mix. I think that's what we're getting. Essentially. Okay, this is the list of people. Like, how do we know about CT? Like, it's literally just a list that says CT, but, like, how do we actually know about CT? Yeah, I don't know. How much of this list is actually accurate? But to be fair, I mean, like, CT, yeah. I mean, it does say, like, it wasn't during first term, but is now. I mean, again, that would fit, at least. Cindy's rumored for Challenge 41. Is she really? I've not been following 41 spoilers at this point. I never finished Bloody Game. I still have 2 episodes left. I'm still not done with this fucking Survivor 50 video also. Which I would have been done by today if I was sick on Friday. Like, I was like really not feeling well. So I was like, okay. I mean, so I like essentially took like half a day off there and like I wasn't able to finish it. I'll finish it tomorrow though. But it's long. It's way too fucking long. Why'd I make this video? Cool. Okay, fuck me. I'm Carmen is like the most MAGA person that exists. Like, she's like posting about conspiracy theories on like Twitter or on Instagram and stuff, isn't she? Oh, I'm an idiot. I never aim. That's why. Yeah, that's just me being dumb. Every Genius player. Okay, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Well, yeah, Polly's MAGA. I assume that. Is there a way to count the number of times to say again in 50 video? I mean, it's gonna be a lot. Cool. Well, that's going great. Is there a way to... whatever. Wait, Miss Carolyn, Redmond confirmed that she got called. At some point before the Traitors premiere. So, again, I would be mind blown if Carolyn doesn't make the cast at that point. I don't know if there's any updates outside the cast. Like, it's still not until quarter... Was it quarter 2 or quarter 3? I forgot. But anyway, it's still not for a while. Oh, you... Okay, wait for that to recharge. Oh, fuck off. Doesn't Tony Reigns being MAGA? I mean, is that a surprise? Percentage Dean was called? Like, 0? Like, 0.01? He wants to follow MAGAs. Yeah, he's not with Kara, yeah. Mary's Thank's gonna win Survivor 48, 50, 60, and 100. I mean, we'll have to see about that. Shane Reigns is MAGA. I mean, that's also pretty expected. Derek Levasseur, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but I mean, I wouldn't say his affairs is the reason for it, though. But I mean, like, I would say, wouldn't be shocking.
It is the mask of the moon. Baba taught me the ways. Graceful.
Someone loosely rumored named Furia, and she's apparently a shit show. Who's Furia? Like, what show are we talking about? For like Challenge? Think most Big Brother winners are MAGA. That's probably about right. Rachel's not.
We should keep moving.
Digger's pro Kyle right now. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, Hayden Moss is for sure.
Make you immortal, Kijana. You are injured. You must heal.
What's airing on Slice? Well, that's something. That's a throwback.
I am fine.
Obviously, that's the debate we needed to have: is Derek Levasseur, Erica Kasupian. Dan is likely, but don't know for sure. Dan's definitely Republican. We know that. I don't believe Dan has ever talked about Trump, though, but he is Republican. Ryan Cano got into a fight today because someone stepped on his pet. Okay, what? Did drinking game counting number of agains, got drunk in the first 2 minutes. That would sound about right. Like, I do say again a lot. Because again is, that's funny. But again is essentially one of my filler words. And essentially is another one too. So, again, would be pretty, would get you a lot of drinks, I guess.
Fine. I will heal.
Who's better on Survivor? Aiden Ross, Sneeko, Hassan, Kai. I know nothing about Sneeko. Aiden Ross seems like the biggest dumbass the world's ever seen. Hassan's like, I don't know. Yeah, and then Kai's like obviously like very over the top. I think it's like, it's either like Hassan or Kai for sure, but like, I think Hassan would be probably better like strategically. But Kai would be way better socially, I feel like. Dan Giesling aborted his Big Brother reputation. Obviously, these traitors matter so much. Okay, it seems like Carolyn is on 50 at this point. Is a pedo apologist? Well, that's not good. I don't think I've ever seen like an image of Sneeko. Who the fuck is... Like, I've seen the name before. Oh, I legitimately don't know who the fuck this person is. I've never... Yeah, I've never seen this person before in my entire life. Hassan would die out there. Will Neff have said it so much? I mean, I don't know. I think people overestimate like how hard... Like, obviously Survivor's hard, but like, it's not like intolerably hard. Like, if you're at least in like not in terrible shape, like physically, you'll probably survive for the 26 days. It will be a fun experience? No, obviously. Like, it's not like you're not gonna die from 26 days of Survivor. And you have to be like Mike Barassi or something to not survive Survivor. Dude, I'm sure there's a lot of people that probably wouldn't. But like, still, I feel like Hassan is not one of these people that would not survive Survivor. Nikki Bella doesn't laugh at her gut. That is true. That is something I've heard. As long as you're not Brandon Donlin. I mean, even Brandon Donlin, I feel like would have survived. Yeah, would he have done well in challenges and stuff? No, but like I feel like he would have survived on the island for 26 days.
There must be a key nearby.
Yeah, and to be fair, Fiji is definitely... Yeah, if it was like Survivor Africa or something, I think that's maybe a different answer. But yeah, like Fiji like should not be that difficult. Who's on 50 at this point? I mean, the only one... Well, really nobody's like confirmed. I think Carolyn's the closest to being confirmed at this point, because we know for sure Carolyn is now in the running. So through that, I see no way that Carolyn is not on. Like, I would be pretty mind blown. Again, again, we have a lot of reason to believe Christian and Angelina are in the running, and I feel like they are very likely on. I think Christian's a lock. I think Angelina is very likely. That's really all the definites. Like, there's a lot of other... Like, Xander, we know, is in the running. I would be surprised if he makes the cast, though. And Sean Rector, we know, is in the running. But also, we don't know if he'll make the cut. And last actually we've heard from Redmond is that he's stopped hearing Sean Rector's name. But that doesn't mean that he's not on. It just means that, like, he hasn't heard it from as many sources. But that was before he now has, like, 30 people, though. Like, he was saying that, like, back when he only had, like, 12 people. But I'm holding out hope. I hope Sean Rector's on. I think there's a serious chance of it. Grammys tanked? Well, that's something. I haven't seen anything about the Grammys outside the fact that Sabrina Carpenter won things and Kanye's wife went in a nude outfit. That's like literally the two things I've seen. It was so it's not confirmed, but Redmond said, like, what was it? When he heard about 12 people, is that he was hearing that around 40 people got called. But then, like, we're at the point now where, like, Redmond's heard, like, 30 people, and, like, I don't know if things have changed since then. I don't know if it turns out more people got called, because he's obviously, like, was wrong about things at the time then. So it's like, I don't know. There was a point, at least, where Redmond thought only 40 people got called. But again, the question is that still the case? I mean, again, it clearly means that Boss Rob is the better social strategy player than Derek Levasseur. That clearly means that Derek Levasseur is a terrible Big Brother player because he couldn't beat Boss Rob in the Traitors. That's obviously what this means. Oh, perfect. Oh, fuck me. That was even dumb. What's this link? Amanda Kimmel? I mean, there's a shot. I think there's a serious shot, to be honest. There's more chance Donald Trump plays Survivor than Visepia returning for 50. I think they're on the same level. I think they're both 0. To be fair, Visepia actually, like, you know, for all we know, maybe there's a world they call her. Jacob Hell's officially a better player than Derek. I mean, that's exactly what the Traitors means. Again, until we see Jacob held on the Traitors, I think this has got to be the way that everyone has to stack the two up. Is Buster being better at social strategy than Derek inaccurate? I mean, I think it's fair. I think Boss Rob's better than Dan at social strategy. Oh, 100%. If Sean's not on 50, he's never playing again. Like, this is really his only chance, I feel like. I should say only chance. I think, again, 54 was a returning season. I think there's at least a semblance of a chance, but I think 50 is, like, this is probably it, though. Like, this is probably the spot. I think Derek could control a cast like Rob can. I mean, he literally did already. I'm not paying attention. What am I supposed to be doing? Okay, hit enemy with heavy attacks. Cool. I mean, I think Rob will just do the same thing. He'll be like, oh, well, they're trying to frame me. Like, he's literally just gonna do the exact same thing.
With no question, a powerful history.
You think Rob is the best strategic mind out of every Survivor player? I think, yeah. I think I've, like, said that for a while. Like, I've said that I think, like, Rob and Tyson are probably, like, the two best strategic thinkers in Survivor. Again, does it translate to their games all the time? No. But I think if you sit the two down and, like, make them talk about strategy, I think they are two of the best strategists in the history of the show. Kim Strata is not the best strategist. Again, Tyson is a very good... Like, again, listen to Tyson and RJP, especially, like, immediately after Blood vs. Water. Tyson is very, very like smart when it comes to like his analysis of the game. Tony, I think Tony's tough. Like Tony's like very up and down. Again, I'm saying I literally said it does not translate to his game. But I think when actually like having him talk about the game, he is able to articulate the game very, very well. Rob is good at short-term gaming. I disagree with that. Especially when, again, when we're talking about strategic like thought, I think this is like different from how they play in the game. Like Boss Rob can essentially only play one way, but that's not assessing. And like like the fact that that is the case, that's not really assessing his strategic ability. Where like his strategic ability is still like he is able to essentially like think all these things through. The problem is that he's not able to execute on that, because he always is like very much in the like I need control of all things at all times. Actually, yeah, why I say Rob? Adam and Sophie are pretty good too. Adam, yeah, like Adam's very good on podcasts. Okay, there's different masks you can use. I mean, I think the thing with Adam is that I don't think Adam's is like natural. I think it's the fact that Adam is such a big fan of the show and like has watched so much of the show, and I think that has led to him like being able to talk about the game very well. Where I feel like someone like Sophie is like a lot more like just naturally good at analyzing the game Survivor. Leah Peterson and Blue Kim are the best strategic thinkers, obviously. I mean, greatest Big Brother players of all time. He wouldn't be banished by episode 3. Who is this? Tony? I think he would. Like, Tony would probably be banished episode 1. That's literally what happened on like, if he plays the way that he played on Challenge 40, he's out right away. Adam's like a peak college Survivor player? Yeah, I think that's probably fair. Sophie's a top 5 strategic player? Probably. And we're just simply talking about like strategic analysis, yeah. Vanessa over Boss Rob and Tyson? I would say maybe, I don't know, what did he even say about Tyson? Definitely not about Boss and Rob, I don't think. Like, Vanessa, I think, is good. I don't know, maybe, okay, maybe around the same level as Boss and Rob. Doing the rights to the word qualm? Probably not. Again, a lot of the words I use, like, come from listening to, like, RHAP and stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty sure Rob uses qualm, doesn't he? Do I like to see your power and Traitors UK will make it to the US version? I do. I don't know if it will play out the exact same, but I think it will be in the US version at some point. 50 video is probably out for members tomorrow. Mind you, it might not be until like really late, considering it's going to be fucking 5 hours and it'll take forever to upload and everything, but like it'll be available, I'm realistic, it'll probably be available at like 2 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, or like the next day technically, because it's after midnight. But before I go to sleep tomorrow, it'll be up. But again, it's going to take forever to get uploaded. So yeah, where I'm at right now is I just finished Survivor 43 and it's over 4 hours. It's like 4 hours, 8 minutes. I have an hour and 7 minutes of audio left. For 4 seasons, by the way. So that's the thing. I mean, like the new era is like way longer than the rest. Like a lot of seasons early on, I talk about for like 5 minutes, and by the 30s, it kind of climbs up to like 7 to 8 minutes. And in new era, it's like 11, 12 minutes so far for like 41, 42, 43. And I know 47 is going to be long because like the raw audio for that is like 20 something minutes. So that might end up being like, I don't know, like 18 minutes in its own right too. We'll see. But I mean, I don't know what the actual post is. But I have seen that Redmond, fuck me, Raymond, Spencer is back on Twitter. It does make me wonder, is Spencer in the running for 50? If he's back? Yeah, I recorded all of it. I talk about every player in the history of the show one by one and talk about their returning chances for... Really, it's not even... Like, again, it is obviously focused around 50, but, like, just in general, though. Like, I talk about everybody. That's why it's fucking 5 hours long. It is in boot order. I am big update for 50 is in the title of stream. Yeah, I mean, I have so much to say about... I mean, there's a lot of people I just say, like, essentially next. Like, there's a lot of people I just don't even bother saying anything about. I think my Dan Spilo is just nope. I think. Let's see. I don't know how this works actually, because I have it open on my other laptop, but I want to see if I can open it here on this laptop. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't fuck with it. We'll see. Actually, I didn't think about that. Purple Kelly. Is the Sepia Erica the longest? Like, which one's longer between the two, or which one's the longest segment in general? Between the two, I think Vesepia is probably longer, right? They're probably around the same. Longest in general, I believe, is Drea up to this point. I think. I'm trying to remember. I know someone I edited within the new era is 2 minutes. I think it's Drea, but I could be wrong. Either way, she's won the highest. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it opens properly. Well, I think it did, but the audio's not loaded in yet. Let's see. Yeah, audio's not loaded in yet. I have to wait for the audio load in. Who is it? Is it Drea? I think it is Drea. Yeah, Drea is 2 minutes and 2 seconds. So yeah, Drea is the longest so far, up to 43. Boston Rob, I think, was one of the longest before that. But obviously, like, Rob is essentially just saying, hey, he's not on. But yeah, it's only a minute and 21 seconds. I think Spencer has a shot. I didn't think he did, but I mean, the fact that he's, like, popping up all out of the blue and talking about how he's going to watch Survivor 48 and stuff, it's like, I don't know, maybe. Worst editing, Ghost Island, Samoa, or South Pacific? What is the, like, I think Ghost Island is probably the answer, because I think it's like, what are we talking about? Are we talking about balance? Because that's a different question. Are we talking about, like, actual enjoyment? Like, how the edit, like, affects the presentation of the season? I think Ghost Island is probably the worst. But I don't think it is the least balanced. I mean, it probably, I don't know, it's definitely up there. But, like, I think South Pacific is the one that comes to my mind of, like, the more... Well, actually, obviously Samoa is, like, really weird because, like, Russell Hanson's a massive outlier. But if you take out Russell Hans, the rest of it's, like, kind of just, like, fine. But yeah, like, South Pacific is kind of insane. Look at the confessional count. All right, is everything loaded in yet? What did I say about Dan Spila? Let's see if I can find this. Where is he? Oh, it's literally, yeah. How long is this? 3 seconds for Dan Spilo. Wait, it's still not... Oh, I'm an idiot. It's because the audio source is the wrong one.
Not as big of a lock as what she used to be. Next up, moving on to Dan Spilo, and nope, not for Janet. And
yeah. Also, I found this funny. I did not remember saying this during Mike White's, but I found it really funny. I'm going to keep it in. But where is it? Let's see if I can find it.
Again, maybe?
Oh, wait.
He has the White Lotus going.
Where is it?
Time to play Survivor again. And Jeff constantly talks about Mike White.
Oh, here, I think.
Podcast, where, again, I do think Mike White is someone that is probably more contention now.
Oh, we know. Is this not it? Where is it?
Someone that
is it earlier?
For New Era, which, for that...
Oh, here. Okay, I found it.
gave him inspiration for a new era, which, for that, fuck you, Mike White. But still, Mike...
Yeah, I'm keeping that in. I forgot I said that, but that's funny. And there's a lot of, like, jokes across the video of, like, talking about, like, referring back to Survivor history. The one I did cut, because I did feel like it was probably, like, a bit too personal, maybe. I did make a joke about Wendell, like, that I cut out. That was, like, actually, well, let's see if I can find the part of the video. Because, like, it's like when I mention his parties.
The greatest experience by the end, got portrayed very negatively. Yeah, he is still very prominent in the Survivor community.
Wait, why is my fucking keyboard not working?
Hosting watch parties.
What? Oh, okay, there. Yeah, when I said he's hosting watch parties, I then proceed to say, actually, let's see, I could just fucking move it out and, yeah.
Sleeping with recent Survivor winners at watch parties.
Yeah, I cut that out. I feel like that's probably not worth keeping. But I did consider keeping but no, I don't think I'm going to keep that. I think the reason I'm not going to keep it is because I feel like it feels very, like, I don't know. It feels like kind of like slut shamey to a degree, which I don't want to, like, come off as. Like, you want to hear about Stephanie Favor? Where's Stephanie Favor? Dude, fuck this video. This video is so fucking long. Why the fuck did I make this video?
Next we got Stephanie Favor. Who would they remember who she is?
Oh, fuck me. Okay, I didn't realize the audio would be that fucked if I fast forward.
Who would they remember who she is? Again, I think the only know thing about her is the fact that she wanted mashed potatoes, and outside that, she's largely forgettable. So again, I don't think people actually remember who she is to even call her here. Next we got...
Yeah, that's my thing about Stephanie Favor. Was going to be my thought on the seer power. I don't like the seer power. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Like, I think it's broken in the end game. I think it's terrible for the end game. I think if it happened earlier in the season, I think it's fine. I haven't edited Jelinski yet. Brian Heidick. I mean, Brian Heidick is, like, serious. It's like talking about how, like, production hates Brian Heidick. Yeah, here's Brian Heidick.
Be on again. Next up, we got Brian Heidick, and Heidick is one that I would never expect to be on Survivor ever again. Again, Jeff has constantly reiterated his dislike of Heidick. He said at the time Heroes and Villains that he would be too repulsed to bring him back. Heidick himself
claimed this is unedited. That's pretty insane.
To come back for future seasons, though he demanded more money, and that's when they turned him down. When the reality is, I don't think he was ever really in the running to begin with. And again, I just don't think he really fits the modern casting style, where again, when Jeff says that he doesn't like villains to be cast on Modern Survivor, Brian Heidick's pretty much a prime example of who exactly he is talking about, to where again, Brian's never going to be on Survivor ever again. Next
up for Ryan Aiken. By the way, this video is so fucked because I recorded like 1 through 10 seasons 1 through 10. I essentially recorded 10 seasons at a time up until like New Era. My recordings for seasons 11 through 40, I was sick during, and like the audio is kind of fucked during it. I thought I could get away with it, but it does sound very like pretty, especially for 10 through 20. It sounds pretty fucked. And then also me being a fucking idiot. What was it? The New Era, like from 41 to 46, is also like I was way too close to the mic. So that's also an issue there. Thankfully, again, I have those issues sorted now because I did get like a proper mic stand and everything. So like with 47, it's fine. But yeah, did fuck up a bit making the video. I don't understand why people want Brian Heidick back and I want to see him again. Yeah, I'm good. Why do you keep on saying you're the only one making the video? Well, because again, I've said this before. Like, I've kind of like gotten to the point where like it just like is natural because like again the way it started was because playing Let's Plays, where like when you're doing a Let's Play, you're supposed to say we because it's like you and the audience. To where like now I just like gotten so used to saying we. I was thinking also do I think also if it keeps up how it's been triggered best generation? Oh, you think this season? I would say no. I think it's very good. And I think it's definitely the best US season, if it keeps this up. But I would still say I like AU1 probably more. And like probably UK1, but I would say it's like maybe number 3. Is a hot take that I think Jeff's fire tokens, this idea for New Era was better before he talked to Mike White? I would agree, yeah. I mean, I think it's better than Dangerous Fun. How do you dash? Oh, there we go. Oh, I could have dashed in this one. Tell you the word gumption? Well, that's something. Gusto? I mean, gusto's not like that uncommon of a word. What I like more about AU1? I like nostalgia more so. Is like the proper answer. Is it like technically a better season? Probably not, but it is also my first Trader season, so I don't know.
I cannot reach it.
Oh, fuck me. That was me being dumb. I like Fire Tokens is like a concept that like I am not opposed to. I just don't think it necessarily works well for the TV show. Okay, that was me being dumb. One of my Let's Plays have 0 views. Probably very few, considering I've checked on them to make sure like it like worked. So like there's probably at least 1 view on most of them. But it's me though. Has anyone been basically confirmed for the again? Like no. I mean the cast isn't finalized yet. So it couldn't be. Right now, they're supposedly finalizing the 49 cast. And they're going to do 50 after that. Watching Champs Contenders 2018 right now? Why? I rewatched the beginning of it when Neff watched it, but I never... like, he stopped watching it, and obviously I didn't continue watching it. I'll rewatch it within the next couple years, though. Claudia or Alan? I mean, I think Alan. I don't get how people like. I don't get why people think Claudia is the best Traitors host. I think, in my opinion, I think Claudia is the worst Traitors host. Like she's literally my least favorite Traitors host. Now again, is she a good like host in general? Probably. I think she's a terrible Traitors host though. Like I think she just does not fit with the like tone of the show. And like she did at the beginning, like beginning of season 1 she did, and then like she's like all of a sudden like didn't. Because I think she's like she's essentially like a cheerleader at this point. Which like at least she's like bring her own like personality into it, but I don't think it's like what I would want from a host. I think Kareen's way better. Kareen's probably my number 2. After like I think Alan's my number 1. Which that's probably not a popular opinion either. But I think Alan 1, Kareen 2, Roger 3, probably. Then what the fuck was his name from NZ? But that guy, then Claudia. He does have a good voice. I'll give him that. I just maybe there's a shot. I don't know. Roger's like funnier, I think. Like I think the NZ guy is just like kind of like bland, but. Is his name Alan? Is that his name? Because again, I think Claudia's actively bad. Like, I genuinely do not like Claudia as a host. I think she is a terrible Traitors host. Again, I'm sure she's a fine host in the grand scheme of hosting, but as a Traitors host for what the tone of the show is, I don't think she's good. Oh, is it? Oh yeah, fuck me, Alan Cumming. I'm dumb. But yeah, Paul Henry, that's his name. Claudia or Julie Chen? I mean, I think Claudia is a better host. I think Julie Chen's funnier as a host. To me, just how insane Alan is what makes him the best. Yeah, I think, again, that's what I think the Traitors should be. Is this, like, very wacky, over-the-top, like, cartoonish sort of, like eccentric, like manor-owning person. I think like, Alan is exactly what I would think the Traitors host should be. And like, I think Kareen also like kind of fulfills that role also. And then like Roger's like kind of, but like not really, but like it's close enough to where like I think he's still pretty decent. And like no, Alan, fuck me, Paul, like fully fits into that too. It's just that he's also like kind of whatever. Where like I feel like Claudia just simply doesn't fit into that. 7 years of this masterpiece. What is this masterpiece? Do I want to know what this is?
Okay,
oh. Oh, thank God. Yeah, the greatest thing. I love it. Like I literally had it set, like for like the nude scene. That's funny. Like literally as I click it, it goes straight to the nude scene. I find it so funny how this is like the most viewed video on the channel, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, Alan's outfits are really fun. Which is Roger AU. Claudia and the Traitors UK are why so many crybabies are so mad at Danielle for being, I guess.
It is a balance.
Oh, what did I say about Dwight Schrute? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Not much. I mean, like, I more so talk about his Blood in the Clock Tower stuff. Let's see.
Next, we move on to Dwight. And again, I really like Dwight. I am a big fan of his Blood in the Clock Tower streams, and really, again, watching him play Goose Goose Duck, and again, he is, and another one like Omer, just a very fun, chaotic personality. Where I would like to see him back. I obviously very much doubt production has him on their radars. I would be pretty surprised if he's even in the running. Where obviously, again, a pre-jury boot here, one that got a relatively quiet edit. I mean, he had a big premiere, but in a quiet edit afterwards.
How long is this? This is pretty long.
I do think Dwight is someone that probably won't be much in contention.
30 seconds for Dwight Morse is quite a bit. Well, you know, Jesse chances, I think he's likely on. I don't know. It's like, actually, a funny thing about this is that I recorded this back in October. So, like, I recorded this before we got, like, any info from Redmond. Then, like, now, like, Redmond obviously had his stuff. And, like, the reason why I wasn't going to make this video now, initially, is because, like, we got so much information that kind of threw a lot of this out of the water. So, like, I was at that point, I was like, well, then what's the point? I might as well, like, again, try to turn this around to something after Survivor 50 and then just make a proper cast speculation video. But then, like, with the news that, oh, like, none of that mattered, essentially, that, oh, like, again, returning players are in the running. Winners are probably in the running now. Like, at this point, it actually, like, makes me go back to what I thought when I made this video. To where, like, a lot of it, like, so, like, with Jesse. Like, Jesse, some of that, my opinions are actually now exactly the same as they were when I made the video back in October. Even though they changed in between then. I was actually higher on Jesse. Like when we were getting the second chance news, but yeah, they're higher, or they're like back a little bit lower. Obviously, I still think he's on, but it's not as he's not as big of a lock though. 5 again's there, yeah, that's fair. Albert, I don't know if I said much about Albert. I just talk about how, like, production doesn't like Albert. Here.
Albert. And Albert is, again, falling in line with the likes of Sash, with the likes of Mick. Again, kind of this archetype he just doesn't like. These people that are, again, kind of smoozy, car salesman types. Now, Albert is a massive fan of the show, though, and is someone that is still around the Survivor community, where that might help his odds a little bit, but I just don't think they have him top of mind. I never really heard about him being in the running for any future returning season, where while I actually think it would be an interesting return, as I do think Albert has the potential to be a really strong player, I just don't think it's very likely to ever happen. Finally...
Yeah. How long is the video? I mean, okay, so I'm finished with 43. It is 4 hours, 8 minutes, and 3 seconds. If I didn't edit anything out from this point on, it would be 5 hours, 15 minutes. But again, I got an hour and 7 minutes of audio left. So, let's see. It could be sub 5 hours, actually. There's a chance it's sub 5 hours. But it's gonna be around there. It's gonna be around the 5 hour mark. Which is actually like, I don't know, I was kind of hoping it would actually be around the length of my 47 review. I want it to be my 3rd longest video at that point. But I think it's gonna be short. Yeah, my 47 review is 5 hours, 12 minutes. So it is definitely gonna be shorter than that. Frank's husband looks like Turbo. Yeah, I can kind of see that, actually. I didn't, like, think about it when I was watching it, but, like, now I'm thinking back on it, I can kind of see that. Queen Shade, is this the interview with who was it? Oh yeah, here's the villain. That's what it was. Yeah, I did see this. Yeah, that was funny. Which series is Kieran? Oh, Kareen? You mean? Traitors Canada. But yeah. This video is the bane of my existence. I should not have made this. Like, this took way too long. Like, I made a channel update post yesterday. Or 2 days. Well, I guess not 2 days ago, but anyway, on the 1st. Yeah, I mean, I kind of fucked up in the month of February. I really overextended. This is the first ever month where, like the month of January is the first ever month where I actually come out of it behind, from where I started. To where, like, I literally got nothing done that didn't need to be done, while also, like, not actually getting everything done that I needed to get done. Because I essentially started the month working the Plow retrospective. I got that done over the month, so at least that's something. I then got the runner-up ranking done, and I didn't even get the 50 video done. I still have like 2 or 3 other videos I have to edit before I go back to work on like the Amazing Race retrospective. Also, by the way, I've made the decision I'm probably going to delay some of those retrospectives. So like Amazing Race retrospective was supposed to be like the first week of March. I think I'm going to delay it to like towards the back end of March to make sure I can get it like done in time. Same thing goes with BB Can 3. Like that was supposed to be end of March. I delayed it to sometime in April. Because again, I fucked up. Like this is just taking way too long. Like again, I took a month to do the Plow retrospective. That fucked me over. And then it took me a week to edit the Plow retrospective, a week to edit the runner-up ranking, and then now like pretty much a week to edit the 50 video. Actually, I think it took me longer to edit the 50 video than the runner-up ranking. But either way, yeah, I've been spending too long on videos. I mean, actually, I don't remember when I mentioned it. I think I mentioned it at the end of the video, but like, or maybe I mentioned at the beginning also. But yeah, I don't know. Like, making this 50 video is like kind of nostalgic in a way though, because like my first ever Survivor video that got released, at least technically, the Who Would I Vote For was recorded first, but the first Survivor video that got released was the cast speculation video for 40. So the fact that I'm here like 10 seasons later, is kind of insane. Like, that I'm still doing this. I didn't finish Bloody Games still. I haven't actually watched that much since last stream. I've really just watched the shows that happened. And I watched like Dwight's Blood in the Clock Tower. Oh, actually, I did see. Something I did watch actually was Corey's live stream from, was it yesterday? Yeah, it had to be yesterday. The president's thing. He stole my idea. Dude, I don't think he knew he stole my idea. But I literally had that like in my list of video ideas, which is funny because it's the most like insane video like idea ever. That like is the dumbest thing. But I did have that on my list of video ideas of correlating presents to Survivor and Big Brother players. But like he literally did it, kinda. He did like the first 10 presents for Big Brother players. No, it's not ranking the presidents. I have that also listed, but like, but it's the, again, you go through every, so essentially like, actually, I was going to do it for Survivor, not Big Brother. But like, you go through every single president and then correlate that president to a Survivor player based on like historical, like, I think based on legacy is the way that I would have done it. Like, I do think the approaches were a little bit different. Because I would have, like, like I feel like George Washington, I probably would have said like Richard Hatch probably. Like I think I would still want that like sort of like correlation in terms of what their like general legacy is. Where I think like Corey was more so doing it like player based kind of, or like kind of like really getting into like the details of like what they did and that sort of thing. FDR was dominant, fell short at the end 3. I guess is that the way I want to describe FDR? Did he fall short at the end? I guess he just didn't make it to see his win, right? I mean, I guess that's kind of still story. Who's Donald Trump a Survivor? I mean, I think the first answer would be Russell Hantz, right? But like, I guess like Donald Trump won. Like Russell Hantz didn't. So who's like a winner? Well, I guess like that would just be every president, though, wouldn't it? Because like every president obviously won an election. Well, I guess not every, but like most. Washington and Hatch are both tax evaders. By the way, Hatch is still on Twitter talking about. I saw that post like Hatch. I think this was like a few months ago, but like Hatch was it tagged Biden saying you should pardon me for my tax evasion. That was unfairly whatever. It's like fuck me, dude. I can't believe Richard Hatch is still on this. Like, does anyone believe Richard Hatch? Because like even if Richard Hatch's story is true, it's still fucking dumb. But Chris Underwood, I don't know who did Chris Underwood. I think Chris Underwood would be like Gerald Ford or something, wouldn't he? Like a president that like served just the tail, like it wasn't like the full presidency, but like just like the tail end of it, I guess. Like probably. What's his side of the story? He says that Survivor. Okay, so actually, it's a big fucking rabbit hole. His side of the story. By the way, the game's going shit. If you can't tell, like I barely played it. But his side of the story is that he caught Survivor Production giving Kelly Wigglesworth food, which goes back to his story about how he was saying that Kelly Wigglesworth was giving blowjobs for food, which, but like he claims that he caught them giving food to Kelly Wigglesworth. So they went up to him and made him a promise saying that if you win the game, like, okay, well, yeah, we'll, again, you don't reveal this. And then again, if you don't reveal this, then if you win the game, we'll pay the taxes on your money. It's like, what is this story? Like, like, what is this fucking story? Yeah, like, okay, even if this is true, you still have to make sure that the taxes are paid. Like, if this is actually true, that like, okay, production went up to you and said, hey, we'll pay your taxes. When you get your money and when you're like, when you're doing your taxes, you still have to like claim that money. Like, it's not like you're not going to claim the money at all. You like if this was real, you would claim the money and then production would pay that back to you, right? Like it's insane that like just that like that part of it's like it's just completely nonsensical. But then also, this clearly didn't happen, right? There's no way this happened. Like, why would they make this deal? Like, what is this deal? Like, he wasn't even, like, this is, like, supposedly this happened, like, mid-game, right? Like, a Final 6 or something. Like, why would they make this deal of, oh, if you win, then we'll pay your taxes at final, like, when you're at the Final 6? Like, what is this deal? Like, this is so stupid. Like, it's the most ridiculous story. Like, there's no fucking way any of this is real. Yeah, Richard Hatch is still in the spot, like, now where he's saying that I was wrongfully prosecuted because Survivor Production claimed that they were going to pay the taxes for me. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, they did. I believe the story is that, like, Kelly probably did get food. I don't believe she gave blowjobs for food. I don't believe that is part of the story. But that is Richard's side of the story. Who's the Natalie Wyatt presence? The first person that came to mind was, like, John Quincy Adams. But I don't know if that's... No, because John Quincy Adams is, like, more corrupt and everything, right? It's not like the jury was corrupt in voting for Natalie White. Who was like against like a dominant force, and then I don't know. Like the reason I was thinking of that is because like Andrew Jackson, because like I think Andrew Jackson's like the favorite to win though, right? And then like John Quincy Adams kind of won, like kind of due to like riggage. Where like I think like Russell's probably more of the Andrew Jackson and whatever. This guy was a lesbian. I don't believe. I don't know what she is now. But she wasn't at like I don't know, at the time Cambodia because she like she could have been bi for all I know. But like she at least like dated Joe immediately after, right? Who's Biden? Probably Bob Crowley, right? Actually, I don't know. Bob Crowley's probably like. I don't know. Like Bob Crowley is the oldest winner, so I mean at least that's something. But like I feel like Bob Crowley is like more like creepy, right? Obama. I'm trying to, like, I think the question here would be, like, do I keep it recent? Because, like, I think my first impression would have been, like, someone like Jeremy or like, Earl Cole. Probably more Jeremy. I think Jeremy probably more is in line with Obama. But, like, actually, Jeremy even called himself Obama in the Mr. Survivor. In the Mr. Survivor thing with Tony. I actually rewatched that the other day because I thought, like, someone posted about it and I was like, oh, I kind of feel nostalgic. I want to rewatch this. The Mr. Survivor debate between Tony, Spencer, and Jeremy. Where, like, Jeremy was talking about how he's Obama and Val is Michelle. So that's something. Is Dr. Will lock for Traitors? I don't know if he wants to do it. Probably. James Monroe is Tom Westman. Oh, is that who I would think James Monroe is? Vesepia is Obama? I mean, I guess, like, in terms of, like, the first black, like, winner, first black president, I guess, like, there is that correlation. Shane Powers is Andrew Jackson. I feel like maybe Russell should be Andrew Jackson. Oh, no, but Andrew Jackson, I guess they all fucking won. Yeah, I think maybe, or is, like, someone like Heidick Andrew Jackson? Actually, Heidick is probably definitely Andrew Jackson, right? Like, now that I think about it. Well, yeah, Obama is Peter Baggins, though, obviously. Andrew Jackson was popular with poor white men, but not higher up, so I can see him compared to Ben. Yeah, maybe. I feel like Ben is probably, like... Actually, I don't know. I guess this is legacy. I think, like, my first impression was, like, someone like Ulysses S. Grant. But I guess that's not the same legacy-wise, obviously. Like, Ben... I don't know. I think it's tough because, like, yeah, Ben was, like, obviously loved by casuals. But obviously, like, Superfan community hates him. So it's, like... I don't know, I think you'd probably go someone random for Ben. Andrew Jackson's insane. Brian Hyke is mellow. I get, but I mean, like, they're both, like, racist. They utilize racism to do things. I don't know. Ben is Reagan? Is that a thing? Wasn't Reagan, like, Reagan was, like, universally loved at the time, though, wasn't he? I mean, probably, like, Scoopin', right? Or something like that, right? Obviously, like, no one really, but, like, for saying a Survivor player. Is every U.S. president straight? Openly so, yes. I believe there's, like, is it James Buchanan the one I'm thinking of? That was, like, rumored. But at least openly, I believe every president is straight. Sarah Cena's Nixon? I can see some arguments for it. Sandra Glover Cleveland, yeah, first two-time winner, yeah. See, I should do this video. William Harris, yeah, I thought about that with Harrison and Chris Underwood, but, like, it's kind of like the opposite thing with Harrison and Chris Underwood, where, like, it would be, like, as if, like, actually, I don't know what that would, like, I think it's, like, Natalie, would that even be the same? No, that wouldn't be the same thing either, but I don't know, I think Harrison's, like, kind of a tough one. But, like, I think with Chris, it's, like, the opposite of that. Like, he did the end. He did a lot at the end. Where, like, Harrison's, like, died within the first, like, after a month of being president. So it's, like, with him, it's, like, it's a bit tougher to, like, find a parallel, I guess. I guess it's, like, his parallel would be, like Pat Cusick or something. Reagan's loved by conservatives, hated by liberals. But even at the time, though, he won almost, like, I mean, like, obviously not unanimously, but, like, in terms of, like, electoral college, he won almost unanimously. Like, even his second, I mean, like, well, yeah, both times around. Well, he, like, demolished Jimmy Carter. What election was that? Was that 76? Or was that 80? I don't fucking remember. I think it was 80, wasn't it? 76 was, yeah, 76 was Carter. Yeah, he won 44 states to Jimmy Carter's 6. And then 84, he won 49 states. Walter Mondale won 1 in DC. It's like, I think it's like Reagan, like, I don't know. I think Reagan needs to be more like, the pick for Reagan needs to be someone like a bit more universally loved at the time, I feel like. By the way, am I even going to bother playing the game at this point? I'll be honest, like, I haven't really been feeling the game anyway. Trump might low-key be Tony? I don't know about that. I guess, like, I guess in the sense that they won twice. Like, not consecutively. I was saying Trump's 2020 election was Tony Game Changers. Buster Rob is Reagan. Maybe. Yeah. I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, JT's also kind of decent one. This is PlayStation. I thought about streaming from Xbox. Like, yeah, if I played Return to Grace, I would have been playing on Xbox. Trump's 2020 election was as bad as Tony's Game Changers game. I mean, at least like Trump almost won. Like, again, not to be a Trump supporter, right? Like, but at least like in that comparison, like, again, Trump almost won. Like, Tony was second boot. Who'd be Bill Clinton? I think that's where I thought about Tom Westman. I don't know. Like a charismatic, like, kind of, like, somewhat icky person. I don't know. I should say icky person with Tom, obviously. Like, but, like, I think Tom, like, is very clearly, like, chauvinistic. But again, not, like, obviously to, like, sexual harassment, that sort of thing. JFK. I don't know why my first instinct was Todd Herzog. But I was trying to think of, like, someone that, like, only played once and is, like, renowned as, like, one of the best. And, like, Todd was also super young, so I guess actually Todd might make sense. I think he's Calvin Coolidge? But Calvin Coolidge, though, is liked, though. Or at least, like, nowadays. Like, at the time, I don't think he was that liked. But, like, nowadays, like, people like Calvin Coolidge. I mean, as much as people like old presidents like that. But, like, I know, like, if you look at, like, historical rankings for Calvin Coolidge, like, people assess him pretty highly nowadays. Harding is pretty good. Harding is a good one for Heidick. Again, I've watched a lot of president ranking videos. Calvin Coolidge is ranked decently high. Obviously not, like, at the top of the top, but, like, usually, like, I don't know. Like, out of the, what, 40... How many presidents are there now? 47? 6? Anyway, of those, like, he's usually hovering around the 20 mark. Natalie Anderson's Ulysses S. Grant. Oh, who's the, like, which president got the most revenge? That's what we need for Natalie Anderson. Herbert Hoover, could that be Bob? I feel like that'd be a decent Bob one. LBJ's Boston Rob, high variance and domineering. Yeah, I can see that argument. I'm thinking Boston Rob, though. Well, I guess LBJ is probably still, like, one of the more popular presidents, right? But, like, I was thinking, like, Boston Rob would be, like, Thomas Jefferson or something. Who, like, I don't know, like, what do you call it? Like, did the Louisiana Purchase without people knowing and that sort of thing. And, like, who's Woodrow Wilson? Oh, why did I read that so wrong? Woodrow Wilson. There we go. Is it Gabler? I don't know. Ethan Zohn's Jimmy Carter. I can see it. I'm trying to think of, like, who else, like, because it would have to be someone who, like, had a terrible rep, because, like, Ethan Zahn was very well liked, though, right? Where like I feel like Ethan Zahn is like a president that like, and too for like Jimmy Carter's well like now, but like at the time he was hated, like at the time that he left the presidency. So it's like I think it would be like it would have to be someone that was hated. I think maybe like Michelle Fitzgerald or actually Vesepia is a good one. Vesepia might be a good one. I saw the post, but I didn't read. Like I literally like saw that it happened. The Bananas post. I didn't bother reading like what it was. Erica. Maybe? I don't know if Erica has that full turnaround, though, yet. Because I think there's, like, there's some respect for Erica, but it's not to the point where, like, everyone loves Erica now. I think it's like if you mix 10 presidents together, yeah. Yeah, like, I think Erica's probably more like H.W. Bush. I think is, wait, no. Yeah, H.W. Bush, right? Senior. That's HW, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, HW Bush. I think in the sense that, again, like HW Bush was like hated at the time. Like he was looked at as a pretty shit president, but then like nowadays he's like looked at much higher. Like he's looked at as a better president than Reagan, from like a lot of like the presidential rankings. Or like presidential scholars, I should say. But it's like someone that I think like was like dealt a bad like perception at the time. Because he essentially like how much are we gonna into it? But anyway, like he essentially like undid a lot of the stuff that Reagan did, but it was probably for the better that he did those things. But again, that caused a lot of people to hate him and whatever. If I would be HW, I could see that. Yeah, that's about right. Actually, wait. How many presidents are there? I forgot. Is Trump 46 or 47? I don't remember. Like, obviously, there's like two. Okay, he's 47. I could do it now. I never thought about this. I could rank, like, I could correlate every Survivor winner to a president. That's literally a video I could do right now. Yeah, it's like they both have 45 total people, too. Damn. I think I need to do it. Like, I think I kind of need to do this. I think it's so stupid. I need to do this. The problem is I need it out by May, right? Because I need it before the 48 winner. Yeah, I'll say the schedule's not looking great for that, but... But again, I was going to do the Robin Amber wedding retrospective for April Fools. Actually, I kind of want to do this, though. Yeah, again, I think actually it probably makes it a lot more difficult to, like, actually have to be winners. Am I really gonna put Tony as Trump though? That's terrible. Because like technically, like it fits, but also it's like I don't want to do that to Tony. Or we could just do it people-wise, I guess. We don't have to do it like election-wise. Because like I was gonna do it like I was gonna include Sandra twice in like Tony twice, and then like Grover Cleveland twice, and Trump twice, but I guess I don't have to. Tony as Trump makes a lot of sense. Yeah, but it's not good though. Who would be the other option though for Trump? Because I think Heidick probably has better ones, right? Like Hatch again. I think I would have to do Hatch as Washington. Like who else is like kind of an icky person? Mike. I think I could make the argument, but I don't think I would do it, probably. I think it's probably got to be another president that Mike would correlate better to. Make sure I keep the Washington Hatcher tax evaders. I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously. Tyson?
Yeah, I'm running through the winners in my head. I mean, I guess like I know I don't think I could do Gabler, right? For Trump, even though Gabler is a MAGA person. Natalie Anderson is Thomas Jefferson, or Natalie White as Thomas Jefferson. Sure. Chris Dort. Actually, maybe Trump did beat women in the. Actually, I didn't realize that Trump only beat women. That's kind of insane. I like never processed that. So yeah, I mean, maybe that there's an argument for that. Mike's probably Eisenhower. Yeah, I could see that. I think that's a decent one. William Taft. Well, yeah, but it never got to that though. He only beat the women. He only beat Kamala and Hillary. Yeah, I watched the premiere. Yeah, of All Stars. It was okay. I don't really have many thoughts on it. It was just a lot of setup. Yeah, I'm generally trying to think of like what is there to even really like say. It's like, I don't know, like Turbo is kind of a dick. Don't even bother playing this game. Like genuinely, I don't think I have much interest in playing this game right now. If Coach won, he'll be a great Trump. Yeah, I think that would be a good one. Like, I think that would be like 100% in line, like personality wise. Oh, I forgot about that. John A. and Beth was good. Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I don't know about good. It was like, it felt real at least. I was like, something about this story though, that I do find a bit weird is that obviously like Beth brought attention to it, but I believe the rumors were already out there. That John A. cheated on her husband with MJ. Like, it's not like Beth created this rumor out of nowhere. Like, it was already a thing. And then Beth just came into the house telling people about it. They're like, I feel like that's not necessarily getting across in the edit. And didn't the first time around either. Because like, I think the first time around they made it seem like, oh my god, this is just a wacky thing Beth is doing. But like, this was actually genuine. Like, that's why Beth said it, is because like she was hearing it because she came into the game late, and like there were already rumors out there that like John A was cheating on her husband with MJ, that like Gamer was talking about and everything. Time for Bellatra. Actually, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think I enjoyed playing Bellatra by the end last time. I still need to figure out exactly like how they'll work in the packs and all that sort of stuff, but have the photo be Turbo eating blueberries on the swing. I will if I could find a good enough image of it. I'm gonna look this up right now. What comes up if you look up episode 1? I don't see that image. I see an image of Dario, the people like the rivalry standing next to each other. I'll say it is like getting like it's pretty difficult to find challenge press photos. Yeah, actually, this isn't on the Paramount site, is it? Because like I know challenge proper isn't on the Paramount Press site, but All Stars was because it was on Paramount Plus, but this is on Paramount Plus. So I don't believe this is it? Let's see, challenge All Stars. Oh wait, no, it is. Wait, no, it isn't. Is it? The logo is there. The All Stars Rivals logo. And season 5 cast. That's all they've uploaded on the press site, which I have access to. If only they actually posted anything. Casey's caption on her story. Wait, same as Nani's bio. Wait, what? Wait, so she like she used Nani's bio as her caption. Oh, here we're talking about Amber. Taft didn't even want to become president, only became president because he was endorsed by Teddy Roosevelt, and then later on, Teddy is so pissed at the presidency. Yeah, that sounds kind of Amber coded, right? So the Etcha trilogy, I think I'm more inclined to do Balatro. Oh yeah, actually I remember this. Yeah, someone posted the Edgic for the presidential election, which is funny because it was wrong at the end. It is still insane that that Trump like won to begin with. I've seen the one video of like the explosion or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, what should I do? I'm debating over what I want to do with this. Should I bother playing a little bit more? I don't think I care enough to. Oh, that's not even going anywhere anyway. Oh, am I supposed to dash? Look that Trump's not in jail right now. It's kind of insane, yeah. Okay, well, fuck me. Someone finding out that he won in 2016. I mean, I still remember that night. That was like, that was really insane. Yeah, I can't believe that happened. Oh, it's supposed to go down here, right? Because the thing opened a thing. Okay, that's what it is. You were 10 when he won? That's insane to me. I was in college, right? How old was I?
Do you feel that
I was 21, wasn't I? Oh no.
I do. It is not a
Make a video about the run-up bet? I believe I did. Yeah, I literally already did. I think it came out like last year, didn't it? Let's see. Yeah, it literally came out November. Oh no, it came out 2023.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, there's that video. Again, I feel so old.
inspiration.
I was saying, I'm very happy that I don't feel as old with this Survivor cast. That only 2 people are on this cast are younger than me. So at least I feel good about that. And even Star, I believe is like barely younger than me if I remember right. Let's see. Star to me. Like the only one that's like blatantly younger than me is Eva. Oh no, Star is a year. Okay, no, Star is a full year. But still. I would be on the young side of things on this cast. That's something. It's actually insane that I started this channel when I was 23 though. And I'm now almost 30 technically. But that's fine. Who's the other person? Wasn't there another person? There's someone my age on the cast. There's 2 people that are younger than me, and there's one. Oh, it's Justin. Justin's my age, I believe. Let's see, date-wise. Oh, he's older than me. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, I'm officially. I would be 3rd. Like the 3rd youngest. Every Survivor player is older than you. Well, maybe get older. What are so many plane crashes recently? I don't know. I think obviously like both sides are gonna blame each other. Again, could not tell you the actual reason. All the U.S. presidents are on the same season Survivor. Who wins? Genuinely, I've actually played this out myself. Pathetically, like I literally like I did this like right after Biden won, I believe, because I looked it up today because I remember this when I was watching Corey stream last night. Like it reminded me of like, wait, I did this, didn't I? I literally like did play out a season of like all the presidents together. And I like did it essentially Battle of the Eras style, where there were like 4 tribes, And it was like broken down by like when they first became presidents, or was there 5 tribes? I don't remember. It was like anyway. But yeah, I literally did this. Mind you, I don't agree with who I had fucking George Washington winning, and I definitely do. I don't know if I agree with that or not. Actually, it's a bit weird because I think there would like obviously he's such a big target on the board, but also I think there would be a lot of simps though, to where like I could see a world where a lot of people just give George Washington the win. Again, the problem, like the thing is like how into the game are the presidents going to be? I had Trump as first boot though, by the way, which that's about right. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna look this up. What was the? Oh fuck! I opened up my other computer, so I actually have to find it again. Oh no. I mean, I think it would have been funny if I did it as a brand steal. I mean, this was after the 2020 election, so I did this like after I had made the channel. Like, it's actually like a thing I took the time to like play out. Like after I had already made the channel, so that's something. Because like that feels like a 2018 thing I would do. Like on my like Let's Play things. But no, I actually just generally did this like for the sake of it. Where the fuck is it? I don't know where I saved it. Well, it has... Oh, wait, no. I think I... Maybe it's here? Yeah, there we go. I was in... I was senior year of college when I started the channel. Actually, that's part of why I started the channel. Have I ever talked about that part of it? I don't remember. Yeah, part of why I started... By the way, I found it. Yeah, I started with... it was 5 tribes of 9. Broken down by... the eras of when they were president. But, yeah, so, like, I started the channel, senior year of college... because my final project, like the inspiration behind the Guide to International Survivor video, which was the first video I ever did, was because I literally, like my final project, or one of my final projects, I think it was actually the semester, yeah, because I did that project the semester before I graduated. But yeah, one of my final projects and one of my web design courses. Again, we can make a site on like anything. And again, at that time, I just watched all the Survivor, like international Survivor seasons, which I got into in like mid of 2018. So for the final project, I was like, okay, let's make a website about international Survivor. So like I did that. Like my like final project for that course was like a site based around international Survivor, and then essentially the Guide to International Survivor was essentially just taking the stuff I like used from that site, but then making it into an actual like video. Just submitted the Catherine retrospective for Women's Studies, obviously. My Catherine video is probably really shit. I don't think I fully understood Catherine when I played it, or when I did a video on it. Narratively, at least. George Santos is not out of the realm possibility for Traitors. I would actually be probably more shocked if George Santos doesn't end up being on Traitors. Who did I have as the merge boot, actually? I had Pierce as the merge boot. I'm surprised Pierce even made it that far. Mind you, I think a lot of this too, I played it out with a lot of like a lot of loyalty to your starting tribe. Actually, I forgot about this. I had a final... this is actually kind of insane. I had a final 2 of George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. George Washington wins in an 8-7 vote against Abraham Lincoln. I think I essentially had it that they just simped for... Yeah, I think that's... Because it was essentially just unanimous votes towards the end. I think they just simped for George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, I think the only modern president to make the merge was Obama. And he was the second boot after merge. voted out unanimously because the president's racist. I'm pretty sure that was part of my rationale. Actually, Obama won the first immunity challenge, so he couldn't be voted out right away. Someone in Hassan's chat asked him to go on Traitors, and he was very confused at what they were saying. I mean, does he watch? I mean, I know he's like watched some shows here and there on Twitch, but like, yeah, I doubt he's watched the Traitors, right? Metropolitan Tribal, where vice presidents break the tie. I mean, who came in third? Third was Ulysses S. Grant. So that's something. But again, I think he was one of the ones simping for George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. I had Garfield in fourth. I feel like that feels kind of random. Fillmore in fifth. Taft in sixth. I mean, yeah. First boot was Trump. Second boot was not Van Buren. Second boot was Harrison. Third was Gerald Ford. Fourth was Woodrow Wilson. Then was Reagan. I think I added physical strength to this too, didn't I? I think that's something I might have done. Oh, also, I think I did a lot of party. Yeah, that was also a thing I did. A lot of like especially within the modern president tribe, it was essentially broken down. Well, for, like Trump was just unanimous, but after Trump, it was like broken down, like politically. How Kamala do Survivor? I think she'd do fine. I think I get like kind of Maria-esque vibes from Kamala. Like, I don't know if she would win, but I think she could make it deep. I don't know how she is physically though, but still. Yeah, I remember also at the time that I made this, like it was like it was like during the time that I was doing like a lot of research into presidents. I'm sure like some of that played a factor into things too, but I don't remember what exactly. I think that's the assumption I had, is that they were the age they were when they first became president. They were the way that they were when they first became president. I feel like Ford would be a challenge beast. I think the problem with Ford is that I don't think he's very well connected. Oh, well, that was fucking dumb. Especially because, like, if I remember, I think the modern president tribe was like, it was a lot of, like, after Trump is voted out, it's a lot of, like, I think Democrats had the majority at that point. Because it was Biden. Who would it? Biden, Obama, obviously. LBJ, I think, was on that tribe. Or was LBJ on that tribe? Okay, this doesn't fucking matter. Like, what the fuck am I talking about? Pierce would quit. Bro literally saw his son murdered in a train accident. I mean, that is true. Wouldn't that play a factor? I shockingly don't think I considered that part of it. Imagine Barron Trump on Traitors. I mean, that would be insane. I find it funny how, like, the way that the season played out too is I had 3 tribes win immunity, 2 tribes went to tribal. And there's one round where only 1 tribe won immunity, and then all 4 other tribes went to tribal. And there were 2 swaps along the way, so that's something. Yeah, who's on the original? So yeah, you had... Yeah, modern presidents went to tribal a lot. But yeah, you had... Yeah, so the Republicans got pagonged. For the most part. I think W. Bush is the only one that made it past... That made it through swap. Where, yeah, Trump's first boot, then Ford, then Reagan, which was a 4-3 vote. Who voted out Reagan? Wait, it was Carter, Biden, Clinton, and Obama. Yeah, so they had the majority at that point, I think is what happened. And then HW's next. Or the only one voting with him is W. Bush. I feel like, well, actually, who's more affable, HW or W? It's probably HW, right? I don't know. I guess like would George W. Bush be that bad to hang around with? I guess I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember. Actually, let's see. Where is Teddy Roosevelt? Did he even make merge? Where is he at? Oh, he made merge. Yeah, he won 4 immunities. Yeah, and then got voted out when he didn't win one. He was 7th place, I think. Or 8th place? 8th place. So he's like the Kyle. Oswald, right? That was his last name. I was like struggling to remember his last name. Big W is the most relatable present to the common man maybe ever. Yeah, I mean, I think first time around especially, yeah. Even though he's like a guy that came from privilege and whatever, but yeah. And was like what? He was already like a governor, right? You know, like he was like definitely not like a normal person, but I think people perceived him that way at least. What's this video? Do I want to know what this is?
7.5 years I've worked alongside him, and I'm proud to have been his partner. And we've had triumphs. We've made some mistakes. We've had some setbacks. Sometimes I feel we had some setbacks.
Thank God they had some setbacks. David Sampson coded. I mean, maybe. But no, the video would be about winners. I need to find a winner that's like W. Bush. Bush and Reagan had sex. That is true. They confirmed it. So yeah, at least they're at least bi. At least we know that there's like some bi presence at least. Gabler's W. Bush. I could see that. I think that's, yeah, that'd probably be someone. Or yeah, or Fabio. I think that like it would be like kind of someone like that. Like someone that I don't think most people take seriously. Queen's gonna be a traitor and get her redemption. Who is this? Is that Hasselback? Who is that? EW is Fabio. Oh, is that Tamra? Okay. Could not tell you what Tamra looks like. Which president would find the most idols? I don't think I had idols in this, did I? Yeah, I don't think I put idols because that would overcomplicate it. Yeah, who did the best at finding idols? I don't know. Who would be like the most actively looking? Because I also don't know who that would even be. It'd probably be someone like Andrew Jackson or something. Like I saw that Bananas made a post and that people were upset by it. I didn't bother looking at what it actually was. Like I saw someone, like I saw Corey. I think that's what I saw Corey respond to it, saying that like the live feeds would break him or something. But like I didn't like pay attention to like what the actual like, what the actual post was initially. Oh yeah, actually that's fair. Teddy Roosevelt, definitely. Yeah, I mean, actually, should Ben be George Washington then? Because he'd just be gifted things. All right, here's Bananas pose. Let's call a spade. Survivor and Big Brother are board games, middling from shadows. Sean's 40's a battlefield, making moves, owning them, and proving you belong. They can't last once the shadows disappear. Like, to be honest, I kind of get what he's trying to say. I just think he's saying it very wrong, right? Like, he's like saying, like, I think what he's meaning to say is that, like, the challenge is, like, more, like, open, right? It's like you're more open about what you're doing, and, like, you're still making, and supposedly you're still making these, like, big moves, but you're, like, calling it out to each other's faces and stuff, not like Survivor Big Brother where you're, like, backstabbing and like, blindsiding people. Sorry, I don't know. I don't think this is the most, like, egregious post. Oh, is Departure Day tomorrow? I thought we were still, like, a week or two away. I didn't realize we were that close. Well, shit. Because I need to make the fucking cast reaction thing. I think I'm at the point now where like I think I'm probably gonna make the cast reaction a like proper video, where initially it was gonna be an extra video as it typically is, but I'm behind, so I'm gonna make it a real video. I would be fine if it. Actually, no, that's kind of fucks me over, doesn't it? I need to finish on Tuesday then. That'll be kind of weird. But I think if we get a cast tomorrow, or like we get the departure date tomorrow, I think the video coming out on Wednesday is actually pretty decent. Actually, I'm kind of fine with any Wednesday. Yeah. This month's actually pretty lax Wednesday. Well, actually, no, the 29th is, I think, needs to be the Palau retrospective. Outside of that, I think the rest of it's pretty decent. Basically, I got Challenge All-Star, or Challenge All-Star, BB Can All-Stars casting video is supposed to be this Wednesday's video. Next Wednesday's the Power Ranger Red Ranger ranking, which is finally coming out. And then, end of the month was supposed to be the top 10 male competitor video for Challenge. But even that, I didn't really want to release there. Like, I feel like no matter what, like, that video is getting bumped into the next month anyway. By Challenge 40 thing. Megan 2 teaser came out. I didn't even know there was a Megan 2 already, like, ready to be revealed. Chooses Dylan Nuffron being recruited. I feel like it's pretty decent. I feel like Dylan and Brittany, that's the other one, are like probably the two most likely people to be recruited. Praying Jen from Bad Girls Club is on. I don't remember which one's Jen. Which one is Jen? Is she the winner? She is, right? I think. Okay, yeah, it is the the winner. Yeah, okay. I need to rewatch All-Star Battle. I need to do a retrospective All-Star Battle at some point in my life. It'll at least be funny. Yeah, I've talked about this a lot. Yeah, Poverty has said that like Dondi's like the best show. Which, yeah, I mean, interesting. Like, I don't know if that's spoiler or not. Could be, but she seemed to have a very good experience. What happens if a traitor gets out and leaks everyone's roles? You're not allowed to. Yeah, there's a rule. But obviously they could theoretically do it, but then you would obviously probably like lose all your money. I'm not spoiled on Dondi. I know that there's spoilers about Parvati though, right? Is that someone said? But I am not spoiled really at all. Yeah, I'm not spoiled at all on Dondi. I'm spoiled on AU though. Was it the same thing? That's interesting. I mean, like, I think Dondi is like you're going on, you're potentially winning like $15 million. Obviously, it's not going to work out that way, obviously, but like, there's a chance you win like $15 million on Dondi. So it's like, and like considering that, and also it's like an easier show than like Survivor. Also, I believe it takes shorter, right? It's like what, probably one episode round or 1 day rounds, if not two. So it's like, yeah, I feel like Dondi does seem like a pretty good experience. Yeah, 2 weeks, yeah. Dondi Final 5 is spoiled. Interesting. So, I mean, that's their own fault, though, right? With the previews. They make your bed? That's kind of insane. Like, why? Is there any, like, do they, yeah, that's not a thing, right? In, like, any other show? Like, why would they do that? Like, why'd they even bother doing that? Well, when someone leaked out, that's why I don't know. I think they just continue, right? Because, like, essentially, it kind of loosely happened in Traitors UK, and they just continued. But obviously, it wasn't as blatant. Like, it's not like imagine like Boss Rob gets banished. It's like, hey, Danielle and Carolyn are the traitors or whatever. Yeah, like what would they do at that point? Like obviously again, Boss Rob be like banned from the show. He would lose all of his money. Like that would be something. But like yeah, like what would they do with the game?
Traitors also spoiled 2 of their finalists in the trailer again. Well, that's not. Well, last time it wasn't real though, right? Oh, they did spoil. Did they spoil CT making the final last season? Because like, wasn't there like a shot of CT in like the final challenge? But I remember like at the time, like that trailer, like there was the shot of Parvati, and I think it was Trishelle. I think it was the other one. But like it was a shot of like them in the dark to where like it seemed like they were at the final fire, but it turned out it was instead that twist that they did in the middle of the night. But yeah, I do think they did. I think they spoiled CT made the final in something, because I remember there was like a shot of CT in the final challenge. But I assume it's like similar to that again then. Because I remember that the final challenge from UK was in the trailer for this season, right? But I just didn't pay attention properly to it. I'm pulling for David win on Dondi. Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's like, for me, it's like, I think the top contenders would be David, Parvati, Dixon, Phillip. I think those are like the 4, I think. I think Phillip's the most like practical, like edgic wise, but I think my gut would say Dixon or David right now. Where like I feel like considering like again, they've been hyping up how like the winner of this season like wins the most amounts of prize money in any reality show or whatever. It's like, who's going that all in? I feel like we've seen Dixon like go that all in this last episode, and obviously David is someone that I feel like definitely would go that all in. I feel like Will would, but like Will's not getting there, right? I mean, obviously if you can't tell, Will's going to be the 5th boot from Dondi. I mean, he always was going to be. Luke's coming back for what? What are we talking about, Luke? Ring of Traitors wiki, and in any foreign season they reset the game with the remaining player. Really? So they actually did do something like that. That's very strange though. Like, I don't know how that works. Well, like, obviously I know how it works, but like I don't know how that would work as like how it's presented on the show. I think that's just weird. To like, hey, the entire story you were following up to this point, none of that fucking matters anymore because we're picking new traitors. I don't know, it's very strange, I feel like. Oh, we're talking about Luke, the first boot Luke coming back? I mean, obviously. Exactly what we need to happen. I'm not sure if I'm going to watch Extracted right away. It's on my list of shows to like consider, but I'm not like dying to watch it like right away. Same with like Joe Schmo. Like I've watched episode 2, but like I just feel like it's like, I don't know, I don't really care. I don't think it's that good. Yeah, I might play Balatro. I might just like not properly play this. The only reason I actually want to play this is simply because it's Abu Bakr Salim. I don't actually have much interest in the game itself. But I kind of wanted to play it just to not be like anti-woke. But also I love Abu Bakr Salim. But to me, I'm not like, and I don't even think this is like a bad game. Obviously, from what I played, it feels fine. It's just like, I don't think it's like the game I'm in the mood to be playing right now. I think I'm more in the mood for like a like very like laid back sort of thing, where like this is like a lot more like gameplay focused. I don't know what I should play though. Like I'll probably play Balatro in a second, but like in terms of like what's the next game I properly play? I don't know when I'm gonna play Ezio Trilogy. It'll probably be a bit later in the year. How many episodes, Joshua? I'm not sure. I would guess like 8 to 10, but don't know. Do I think Chris Underwood could be on 50? Could, yes. Will be, probably not. But I think what I said in the video is that like, I think he is on their radars. I would like not be shocked if he's in the running at some point down the road. I would not necessarily expect it right now. Like, yeah, I think if like 54 is a returning season, I can maybe see it more than if like, obviously Winners of War 2, I think he's probably on. But yeah, I think
like Jeff has like been pretty pro Chris Underwood postseason, to where I think he will. Or I think he will be in the running at some point. Benji Q and the Traitors of Faithful. I mean, I think that'll be fun. Not gonna happen anytime soon, but it would be fun. I don't believe Robin Carolyn can murder like a traitor. I need to play Salesman Sleeper, but obviously, not on stream. So I'm thinking of playing Return for Grace, whatever that game's called. Because again, it's on Game Pass, but like it's going to be taken off in a few weeks. I think like mid-month. To where like I was thinking like tomorrow maybe. I'll just like play it all in one sitting instead of playing Metaphor for like a day. Because I do want to play it. Like I always wanted to play it. It's just like I don't really have like a major incentive to, considering it's a game from like 2023. It's like too late to do like put it into a video. But I just generally want to play it, and it's so short. It's like 2 hours. So I'll probably just do that. Probably like tomorrow or Tuesday, one of those days. Space Marine 2, probably not. I'm not like dying for it. Like if I was able to find a cheap enough copy, I wouldn't be opposed to like picking up and maybe playing it, but like I'm not dying to. I was thinking about Black Myth Wukong actually, because it was on sale for $54, which is still too high. I'm not going to spend $54 on Black Myth Wukong for a physical copy. If it goes down to $40 though, I think I would consider it, and I might try to stream it if I do play it, but I don't think it would go well. You see Tyler from, I believe like the story is Tyler was called for season 1 and said no. And he said in like a recent interview that like, he kind of regrets it now and would do it. But I don't know if they asked him again after that first season. I don't think, Gamer Ray confirmed Day One's not on. Oh, by the way, I did see that. This is so funny. The fucking AI Jeff, what the fuck are we doing? In the key art for 48. This is 100% making my banner this year. Like when I update the banner, which will probably be, I don't know, about like 6 months from now. This is 100% making it. Like I'm like 1,000,000,000% putting this on the banner. New more active on X. I only actually intend on like doing anything on X. Why am I calling? I'm not gonna fucking call X on Twitter. Like I don't really care to. Really, just in general, I've never been a big like social media guy. Like I don't really like. I scroll like I see things on Twitter. Sometimes on Blue Sky, not that often, but I don't like actually care enough to post. Even like when it comes to like Twitch, I watch a lot of Twitch. I have Twitch Turbo. I've also like probably actually chatted on Twitch like outside of my own chat here. I don't know, like 50 times total over like the last like 5 or 6 years. I don't know. I'm not a very big doer, I guess, outside of making videos. 40 is the oldest newbie non-age based season since Thailand. The average age is like 34 point something, right? So like slightly below Panama. So below, like still. So those like very early seasons are still above it. But then everything else is like returnee seasons or Nicaragua. So expecting Will, June, Vanessa as the frontrunners. I know Gamer said that there's some good Big Brother names, so that's not that. I think it's safe to assume Josh is on Traitors. I think also Michelle, everything from Michelle seems to line up. Michelle Fitzgerald seems to line up for her being on Traitors. I think Will is definitely possible, and then I think one of Vanessa or June. I think it would probably. I would say it's probably 3, and I think it's Will, Josh, and then Vanessa or June, or even Taylor. I think Taylor's definitely a possibility too. In Metaphor, next story dungeon has a difficulty leveling spike. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I plan on doing most of the side stuff in Metaphor. Yeah, still loving Metaphor. I'll say I feel like it's been a little bit slower. Like obviously, like there's story stuff happening and stuff, but like, I do feel like a little bit less engaged right now in this like portion of the game where we spent like 20. Well, like, obviously it's because I did all the dungeon like right away, like Louis' like airship thing, but like yeah, like to spend like 20 days or whatever without like any main story stuff happening, and then you get to the main story stuff and you get Juna's stuff, and that's cool, but like I don't know, it just feels like there's a lot of like not much like narrative progression for like a good chunk of the game at that point where I'm like, I think I kind of got like sapped out of it a bit, but I'm ready for things to happen again. Those Nikki Bella in Traitors, she was okay. I mean, I think she wasn't as big of a character as you would think she would be, considering she was a wrestler and that sort of thing. I don't know if Vanessa got called for sure. I'm just, that's speculation based on the fact that Gamer said it's like a good like there's some good Big Brother names, and they're obviously not referring to Josh. I seem to remember Will trying to change the subject a bit when Rob brought up Traitors. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then you would think that's looking pretty good. Only has 2 safe rooms. Okay. I guess we'll see what that's what that ends up being about. Finished Michigan 6's last stream. I was so shocked to see a perfect game in College Survivor. It's happened, I believe. Yeah, I obviously not, I don't believe so in Michigan then, but like I know it happened in Boston. Actually, did it? It did, right? Let's look at my fucking voting charts for College Survivor, because I have these for some reason. I think it happened in Boston, because that's the one that came to my mind when I thought about a perfect game. But also, I could just be genuinely wrong. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, I was so close. Actually, no, it was, did not get votes the entire season. Only won 7-1, though. They missed 1 jury vote. Close, though. Yeah, maybe there hasn't. Has there not been a perfect game outside that from the shows I've watched? Maybe not. Like, has Maryland... Emily also in Maryland got no votes against her, but... won 8-1. Yeah, okay, maybe that is the first quote unquote perfect game. Let's see. Time and Change, I don't think it's happened. Yeah, okay. I guess that is the thing. Next is your least favorite, because I was really unprepared for it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would get annoying. But yeah, I'm still playing on easy, and mixing out the fact that I do plan on doing all side content. I hope it'll be fine. Get the Miz on Traitors, that'd be cool. I'd like to see it. If Will's on, I feel like June's less likely. Yeah, I think if Will is on, I feel like Will would probably be like the old school representative, and then they would probably pick like. Maybe it would be Taylor then, right? Because I feel like they would want someone to have like some connective tissue to the people that are in there. And I feel like Josh and Taylor are at least like our friends or whatever. Where like I feel like Josh has like no connection to Vanessa Russo, and neither does Will. Franzel could be there too. Because looking back at like previous alumni, like post season 1, because like season 1 like was rocky, but like season 2, it's like obviously you had Parvati Sandra, who obviously like very connected. You had was it Dan and Janelle, right, on the Big Brother side of things. So like, you had these like very like connected people. Then this season, I mean, Survivor's kind of like all over the place. Really, Carolyn's just like kind of random, but like obviously like Rob, Tony, Jeremy are all like connected, and then you have like Brittany and Danielle. So it's like I do feel like that is something that they're like intentionally doing, is like bringing in people that have like pre-existing relationships from these shows. So yeah, like if it is Will and Josh, if we're saying those are like the two locks, then like I feel like the third has to be someone that has some connective tissue to. Imagine it's Boogie. I love like that just came to my head. Imagine Boogie on the Traitors with Will. But yeah, like who's the other? Like Danny Briones doesn't have any like connective tissue to them, right? I mean, I don't think that was like the intention, like with Sri and Rachel. But yeah, I guess you could like argue it there. Because I think with that, like, and also Stephanie, if you want to add that too. But like, I think like they were. Oh, maybe Paul. Yeah, Paul. Like Paul and Josh, at least. Yeah, because I was trying to think of like right now, are they always rivalries? They're not, right? Because like Janelle and Dan were like very friendly coming into the season, so it's not even like that's a rivalry. So yeah, I think Paul and Josh could make sense. Coaching Courtney, obviously, that's exactly who we need. Raven and Walton, I can't wait. Can Boogie even leave? Oh yeah, what is Boogie's current status? I generally don't know. Remember when Dan wrote Janelle's name down? Yeah, that was my favorite moment. That's my favorite moment. Big Brother history is when Dan wrote Janelle's name down. Like it's so stupid that he said that. Are you anti The Miz on wrestling? Candace and Billy, obviously. We need that. Dragons Reunion. We gotta get JT, Coach and Courtney. Is Amanda on too? Because like Amanda was like the model in the music video or something, right? Wasn't that a thing? Imagine Amanda's on Traitors and not Survivor 50. That'd be kind of funny. Zach and Frankie? I mean, who knows? I'm surprised Frankie has been like in the running for Traitors at this point. It was at the round table, right? When like he was calling out Janelle, or like when Janelle called him out or whatever, wasn't it? Or was it actually in confessional? I don't fucking remember. I remember you did say it. Man, it's not that likely for 50. I think Amanda's possible. I think she's possible in the way that like Sean Rector is possible. And also, like, again, we know that like production saw the RHP wish list and Amanda made it. So I think they're gonna try. I think they'll at least like consider her and reach out to her. Will she be on 50? Again, who knows? But like, I think there's gonna at least be an effort to get Amanda Kimmel on. Russell Hanson's not a possibility. Russell Hanson's never playing Survivor again. Only favorite assignment in college or high school? Could not tell you. Hated all of it. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, 20% chance. I think that's fair. Does Amanda want to play? Last I've heard, yes, but that was like pre-40. She essentially like the story of Amanda in terms of wanting to play. She came out of Here's the Villains being very anti playing Survivor again. Like said, like I'm never playing Survivor again. But then, like, I remember there was, like, an interview with her, like, somewhere in the 30s. I don't remember exactly when it was. Like, I feel like it was, like, Game Changers time-ish. Or maybe it was no, it wasn't an interview. I think it was on her Instagram. And, like, someone, like, asked her, and she responded that she would play again now. Was it 2019? I didn't think it was that late. But maybe it was. But anyway, I think it was like, yeah, like Amanda has said more recently that she would play again, but even that's been years, obviously, so like who knows where it lands now. He's too fair. At that time, Spencer also said he would play again, and he has said since then he wouldn't. So who knows? Chris Smith obviously has back for 50. I mean, she should be back for every season. It'd be cool if all 20 were guaranteed a call. I think it's likely that all 20 do get a call, right? I'm trying to remember who exactly was on, but like I feel like almost everybody there is someone I'm expecting. Like Todd is like a question mark, but like outside that, I feel like everyone else makes sense, right? Well, no, Cass is probably not getting called. Let's see. Oh, Venus also. Okay, maybe not. All right, what's the list? Venus not getting called. Christian is on. Natalie Bolton could get called for sure. Dominic could get called. This is the RCP fan cast they did. So again, RCP last summer did every week they did a podcast about who should be in consideration for 50. Then at the end they did a big poll to determine the top 20 like fan voted people. And this is the cast. And like again, Mike Bloom confirmed that producers have reached out to him and said, "Yeah, we're looking at your cast and that sort of thing." So like they have seen it. Venus is not on. I don't think Venus is on. Christian again is on. Natalie Bolton I think would be in consideration. Dominic would be in consideration. Amanda again would be in consideration. Omer same thing. Carolyn's on now. Charlie is very likely on. Cass, no, I don't think they call Cass anymore. I think Cass is like the type of villain they don't want. Then what is it? Rob Cernino, again, I think there's a world where he's Cass, but I wouldn't bank on it right now, though. Sheree, probably not. Why the fuck did Sheree make the Streamcast? But whatever. Yeah, Cerise probably not on. And talk about Carolyn, not Caroline. Rick Devens is on. I don't know why Rick Devens made the Streamcast. Also, by the way, Wentworth probably not on, but like could be on. Q is probably on. Angelina's probably on. Caleb's probably on. Actually, just Caleb made it on this Dreamcast? Who the fuck was voting for Caleb? I like Caleb, but like I would not vote Caleb on my Dreamcast. But yeah, Shan not on. Todd possibly. T-Bird maybe. Wait, I just realized Sean Rector didn't make the Dreamcast. I didn't realize that, but Jesse's the last person. But yeah, I forgot about this. I thought Sean Rector made it on. Oh, that's insane. Fuck you, RGP fans. How dare you have Caleb on here, but not Sean Rector? Like, Caleb's fine. Like, I like Caleb, but, like, also it's like... And again, Caleb's going to be on 50 more than likely. But, like, I don't think you need to put him on your Dreamcast. Yeah, 100%. If Sean is not on 50, it's fucking RHAP's fault. They're the only reason. Watch they start 20 people on Blood or on 50 and do a Blood vs. Water style vote off. I think it would be funny. That would be the most trollish thing for them to do. Is like, yeah, they start 20. They're like, we're finally gonna get 2 tribes of 10. They're like, not just instantly vote someone off, and then we can do 3 tribes of 6 as everyone wants. Need Natalie call on 50. I don't know about that. I don't even think it's actually that insane. Like, it's very casual. Like, it's a very casual list of like, I don't know, like, I don't need a lot of these people back personally. Schoolyard pick. I mean, that's probably more likely actually is a Palau Schoolyard pick than a vote off in that spot. Unless they like everyone votes and like they vote out 2 people each. Like if it's like a, actually no, not even that. That's not even how it worked in Michigan, is it? Where like everyone voted 1 person, right? But like 2 people got voted out. I guess that's also a way they could do it, but I think it's kind of shit. Actually, I get production is anti-schoolyard pick at this point. Well, I don't know. Is it schoolyard pick? I don't think schoolyard pick is what I was thinking. I was thinking like safety chain, right? Because like it wouldn't be a pick for the tribes, because like because it would be 3 tribes of 6. Well, I guess you could still theoretically do that, just like the 2 left. But it would be weird though, because like the final round there would be. Wait, no, I'm dumb. No, because there'll be... Okay, yeah, I'm dumb. Yeah, you could do it. But... Yeah, I was thinking of more like safety chain, though. I wasn't thinking schoolyard pick for tribes. I was thinking more like... Yeah, you pick somebody, they're safe, and they pick the next person. Being very new era and RCP friends, which annoyed you? I actually don't feel like it is. Like, I feel like it's a lot of not new era. where again, like, how many New Era people are even there? I think it's like maybe it's like 8 out of 20. I'm trying to look at the cast again, but like it's not as New Era as what the actual 50 is gonna be. How many New Era? 1. So there's Venus, Omer, Carolyn, Charlie, Q, Caleb, Shan, Jesse. So yeah, 8 out of the 20. It's like it's not really like, and even then, those aren't even people from New Era that are probably gonna be on. But yeah, it's, and even like RCP friend wise, it's not even that many, is it? I mean, like it's like Christian, like Omer, Rob, obviously. What do you consider Rick Devens and like Kelly Wentworth? Considering they haven't been on in a while, but actually, really like T-Bird. I think that's really it. It's like those are the only 4 that like are common occurrences. What, Christian, Omer, Rob, T-Bird. I think like everyone else is like here and there they've been on, or like if like at all. Like Venus like hasn't been on outside for Exit Press. Natalie Bolton's never been on. Dominic obviously here and there. Amanda's never been on. Well, Amanda was on like way back, but like not recently. Carolyn is here and there. Charlie's never been on. Cass is very spotty. Sari has been on like once or twice maybe. Rick Devens again here and there, though again not even recently. Wentworth not recently, but here and there. Q hasn't been on yet, right? Or maybe he has. He obviously did a post-game interview, but he hasn't done, like, actually wait, no, did Q do 40? No, Q did do a 47 interview, didn't he? Okay, yeah, Q was on. But either way, only once. Then Angelina's here and there. Caleb hasn't been on, I don't believe, right? Shan hasn't been on. Todd, I believe, was on during like Winners at War, but like not often. And then Jesse's on here and there. So I don't know. I don't think it's a very RHCP like friend focus. Like if it was, then I feel like Franny would have been on, and like Owen would have been on. Actually, Owen not being on surprised me. I did think Owen would be voted on, considering how like very RHCP friendly he is. Is Jevy on 50? I would bank on yes. If it has a theme, it's old era versus new era, probably, but I don't think they will have a theme. I think it's either old era versus new era or like a bullshit Game Changers theme. Like not necessarily Game Changers itself, but I think like a similar sort of title of just a generic All-Star season that just isn't called All-Star 2 or whatever. I mean, who? Derek K. I would assume Derek K. would be Lavaster. Well, yeah, like if there is a real theme, then yeah, old school versus new school is probably the most likely. I think second chance would have been the next most likely, but again, we do know now that they're non-second chance people. I guess like non-winning, like they could do like because like we technically actually still, outside of like Boss Rob claiming he was called, there are technically no winners in like that are known to be in the running right now. We're like again, Rob said that he was called, turned it down. Outside that, Redmond has not heard of any winners though. He said himself that he thinks that there are, but he knows 30 people and hasn't heard a single winner. So it's like, I don't know. You imagine Donald Trump as a Shamar Thomas figure? I mean, yeah, I can see that. Like if we're saying like if Donald Trump played Survivor, yeah, I can see that. Do I think it'll have a title be called 50? I've always said I thought it would just be called 50. Redmond seems to think that I will have a subtitle, so like I'd probably trust his opinion a bit more, but I've always thought it would be just 50. And yeah, 51 will return to... Well, no, return to name season. No, I think it'll just be back to the same. I think it depends on, like, what they're doing with 51, but I would bank on them sticking with just Survivor 51. So there's an international version of Big Brother where you did 2 triple evictions back to back. Why? Was it a formal version? Like, was it like the social strategy version? Probably not, right? So, like, if it's the other one, then it doesn't really matter. How many multi-time players will be on? Yeah, I would say probably like 2 or 3. Maybe 4, actually. I think 4 is probably more of a solid number. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, actually. That's like my first interpretation after like Parvati said she wasn't called, is that I suspect what that probably meant is that Rob and Jeff were probably just like casually talking, and then Jeff was like, hey, can you do Survivor 50? And Rob's like, fuck no. And yeah, I think that's probably the most likely thing, is that it wasn't like a formal invitation, but it was like Jeff essentially asking him for his interest when they were like talking already anyway. Yeah, he said it was it summer or was it was like, I think he said like September, wasn't it? Or like August or something? I don't know. I feel like it was like, I remembered like August, September sort of range. Survivor's misogynistic because a woman has not had the highest confessional count since David vs. Goliath. Yeah. And even David vs. Goliath, like Angelina beats out Nick in the final episode. Nick had the highest confessional count the entire season up until then. And like she beats him by 1. Sierra Easton has a chance? Yeah. I think Sierra Easton's in the same level as like Amanda Kimmel and like, I don't know, some of these other, like Andrea, people like that. I think Rob's probably the first person Jeff calls. Yeah, probably. It's probably fair. I mean, like, I believe like Jeff and Rob are like actually like friendly. Like, they were like, I would assume they probably commonly talk. Like, obviously not like every day or anything, but like I assume they probably like catch up here and there. So like, if there's any player that Jeff would just casually ask back like that, I feel like it would be Rob. Maybe Nick Wilson's a better player than Natalie Anderson's kind of wild. I think my opinion of Natalie Anderson went down after Winners at War. If this was before Winners at War, I would say Natalie Anderson's better than Nick Wilson. I think Winners at War essentially undid a lot of Natalie Anderson's like legacy, in my opinion, as a player. She essentially does the complete opposite of what she did the first time around. Well, Nick at least like made the final 6 on Winners at War, in a spot where like he had a big bullseye on his back for being like the new guy. So again, obviously Natalie Anderson's a much better person. I think Natalie Anderson also has some icky stuff here or there, but like still, Natalie Anderson's definitely a better person than Nick Wilson. But in terms of like player, it's like I think Nick has the better resume. Kind of way that Marianne didn't have the highest, but I don't think she was even that close, to be honest. Like, was she even number 2? I'm trying to remember. Maybe she was by the end, but like I don't think she was that high for most of the season. Where like I think she sprung up at the very, very end. Sarah being MAGA doesn't hurt her because of woke Jeff. I mean, I don't think being MAGA is the end all be all. I think being very open, like I think it's the difference between just being MAGA and being like openly anti-trans and that sort of thing. Where like I think like there's 2 separate, like, because like I think Sierra being MAGA is in the same light that like Sue Smay is MAGA, to where like she's not like openly like making like homophobic and transphobic like sort of comments like here and there. So like it's not like Varner, who's like openly talking about how like trans people aren't real people and bullshit like that. So where like it's I don't know, I think it's like very like a different level. Yeah, Anna Kate also. I mean, the link broke. Let's see if it still works if I post it. Watch Nick Wilson be on 50. Can't even be on 50 even if he wanted to. Like, would he be allowed to take the time off? Is this follow you request does not exist? Yeah, Natalie said a lot of like homophobic things on like Twitter a while back. Like this is like I believe like before Survivor, right? Nick's still lacking strategically like he did. Watch him at Final 7. I mean, Natalie Anderson was the first boot. And came back and did nothing after she came back. Yeah, I don't know. The link? Does a dash break the link? Oh, something must break the link there. Yeah, like Natalie Anderson has like a lot of like icky tweets from like 15 years ago or so. I don't remember what exactly they are anymore. Let's see if they come up. Let's see. I don't know, can you even find them anymore? Because I know they came up around the time she was on the challenge, right? And that's like the rumor of why she wasn't called back for the challenge. But yeah, I don't know where to find them. Imagine Natalie Anderson actually won Winners at War. I think, yeah, 100%. I think it drops the season. Like, part of the reason why the season is as good as it is because it is the Tony. Like, it's like the story of Tony or whatever. Now, what's the best way to find it? Because like, I put like Natalie Anderson tweets and all that comes up as like people just talking about her Twitter, not like the icky stuff. Did I put Natalie Anderson racist? Like I do that and it just comes with John Rocker. I think Rob could have won Winners at War if he came back from Edge of Extinction. Yeah, I think he probably could have. I don't think it's a guarantee that he would win, but I think he would definitely have a shot. He would have a better shot than Natalie. And to be fair, if Rob does that, he's doing the Chris Underwood, right? Like he's throwing himself in the fire at Final Four, and like demolishing Tony, probably. Like, because like if he comes back, he's essentially just working alongside Michelle, probably. Again, he has an idol at 6. Again, potentially could have another idol at 5, if not just win immunity. And then if he gets the 4, he's like 100%. If he wins immunity, he's going. Either way, he's going to fire. Yeah, I think she probably deleted them. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, these are it. Yeah, these are from 2011, 2012. So it's what, like a couple years before Survivor? And the link's in chat right there. Like Lust Forever More posted it. That's insane that you were 5 or 6 years old. Actually, I was thinking about this like the other day. Is that, yeah, like if you're 18 right now, you were born in 2007. Like that's insane to me. But whatever. I think it was after Amazing Race, right? Amazing Race, I think she was on like 2009 the first time around, right? Like when was Amazing Race 21? Oh no, that was before. Really? Amazing Race 21 was that late? Amazing Race 21 was in 2012? I really thought that was earlier. Yeah, it's insane. I don't know, like the how like quickly the years go by, I guess. Watch next time we see Natalie Anderson be on Amazing Race 40. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to it. She didn't say any N-word. What? Where is it? Oh yeah, there. Yeah, she's like responding. Well, to her, she is retweeting a post using the N-word, but yeah, she herself technically didn't. But yeah. Like I do think, like, I know at the time this was like talked about, it's like why Natalie Anderson wasn't called back for Spies, Lies, and Allies. Which again, don't know if that's actually true or not, but I do think it is suspicious that Natalie Anderson has been in the running since, considering the fact that she was like very like well revered during her first appearance. Why am I even playing this? There's no point playing this, right? Should I switch to Balatro? Where are we at? We're two. Oh my god! How long? Like, I haven't played the game in like an hour and a half, right? Yeah, that's kind of funny. But I don't think she faked the. No, she didn't fake a pregnancy. She like lost the baby or whatever, right? Or like she had a Actually, no. Was it? It wasn't like an. What do you call it? It's like I forgot what the actual term is. It's a miscarriage, yeah, but like it's a special type of miscarriage, isn't it? Like the one that she had. Yeah, ectopic, whatever the fuck it is. That, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Like the let's play. Like, so am I only gonna cut together the like first like hour and a half or so? I guess. I won't even make it public then, right? Like, or like even then, I'll make it public. I'll make it unlisted. But like, I'm not even gonna do that then for this. Because there's no point. Like, I would only do that if it like actually got finished. But this is obviously isn't getting finished, so. I'm surprised you had Donald Trump making it that far. He made it to swap. It's mind blowing. Well, you have HW getting voted out first. I mean, I can see it. I mean, again, I think it's like, wouldn't you vote out? Well, I guess, yeah, you would want to vote out one of the Bushes, and then, yeah, Bush has connection to Reagan, like, or HW has connection to Reagan. So I guess. Trump wasted an idol during the Clinton blindside. I can't believe it. Would Trump be great at finding idols? I feel like Trump wouldn't even bother looking, would he? Like, I feel like Trump would like try to get someone else to look for an idol for him. I feel like that's what Trump would do. Now they get COVID before Spies Lies and Allies? I don't remember. Did she? Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah. There's a lot of like things back in the day that do not age well at all. Like, even from like like fucking Bossa Rub outed John Carroll. Like even like Parvati's first confessional is talking about how like the race twist isn't kosher. It's like, I don't know. It's like there's a lot of like, I don't know, weird things. Well, yeah, Stephanie in Guatemala has a lot. I mean, she says the R word a lot, right? Imagine like JD Vance found an idol for Trump or something. Yeah, actually, maybe that's how they do it. You want Jenna 41? Well, one, she's currently pregnant, isn't she? Michelle Chase said the R word too. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people did back then. I know I did in like middle school. But yeah, it's like it wasn't like frowned upon back then. Sean Dawkins also said about Fabio. That makes sense. I think that sounds about right. I'm sure Shannon Elkins said a lot of other. Actually, I know Shannon Elkins said a lot of. What did I watch again? I think it was about Redemption Island, right? I remember. What was I doing this for? there's something Shannon Elkins related I was doing in a video. Was it the second boot ranking? I think it was the second boot ranking. That like I was looking up Shannon Elkins. I found like some of his like he did like episode recaps for Redemption Island like on YouTube or something. And like I watched one of them. He's like instantly like making like racist comments about Philip. And I'm like, that's about right. That's what I expected. Some of the gross made person. Kinda. I don't think it was exactly Stephanie, but yeah, there definitely are like a lot of like Stephanie like parallels, kind of. Like I think Stephanie's like more blatantly this like kind of more like I don't know, alpha kind of figure, I guess. Where like I don't know if I get that from Bianca, but yeah. But yeah, okay. I think. Well, actually, I need to get a fucking disc because I own Bellatra fucking physically. There it is. But yeah, I'm gonna switch to Bellatro. So stream will probably cut out for like, I don't know, 20 seconds. And yeah, I don't know what I'm playing next stream at this point, but we'll figure that out eventually. But oh, I forgot. I don't even have fucking Metaphors in there, isn't it? Not Tales of Kenzera. Because I forgot I own this digitally. So that's something. Is Jerry possible for the possible, but not likely at all, in my opinion. But yeah, okay. Stream's gonna cut out in a second, so I'll see you when I'm playing Bellatro. Will it fucking end?